Hello everybody. Today we are doing an ITC tournament style game. As you can tell with these ugly ruins. Mushtash has a lot of tournaments booked in for this year, so we thought let's do some practice. It seems always practicing. Let's do it on the channel for you guys to see. Let's go to war. Hello everyone, welcome back to Daily Dice. I'm Sam, and today I'm with the Tash. How's it going, Tash?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Cheers. I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Good lad.
Give my moustache a little cut and stuff.
Yeah, it seems a bit shorter actually.
Yeah, it's doing all right, you know.
It's doing all right. Hanging in there.
Yeah, it's hanging on.
Yeah, hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, you're hanging on.
Just don't stick your head out the window on the way home.
No, yeah. Well, that's already happening to that, so. When you're close to 40, you know, guys.
Yeah, I've only got a few more years and I'll be there, so. Today we are doing a tournament style game. So it's going to be it's mission 3 from the ITC tournament over here in the UK. You've booked in a lot of tournaments this year. You've been going to a local tournament, ProTech, based in Stockton, Portrait Lane.
It's Portrait Lane around the Big Asda. They've been doing an RTT once a month since January. I think it was just kind of local scene was wanting to. A bit of a competition, but because everybody's really friendly, it's a really good community, and the idea is like we go down and help each other rather than go to physically compete and beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, it's not like a major competitive scene at ProTech. It's it's got that like it's not just like a load of people just really laid back. It's right in the middle.
And and that's what you want in a sense. You're getting people who are just learning the tournament scene, people who have been playing it a long time, and obviously if people want your ITC points, you can get that as well. Or if people, like I say, just want to figure out how to play this really complex game, then it's great and stuff. So, and it's really cheap. It's only 15 quid. So
it's really good.
It's great.
That is really good. We thought we'd try this out. I don't know if you guys will like it. Usually on the channel I do really thematic games. Still doing the pariah nexus missions, so it's still tactical, but I like a bit of a storyline, things like that. In this game, it's basically we're going to be pushing a little bit more into the tactical play in ways to play at a tournament. So there's going to be a lot of sort of nuance in the movement phase with these like little inches here and there and charging through these L-shaped ruins and sort of we'll show you what to expect from a tournament game and
like why we do it really, why we make those movements. Not saying we're experts, but just saying this is what we think, how we should play this army or against that army and these missions and whatnot.
Exactly that. So I hope you guys enjoy. Before we start, I've got on the whiteboard next to me everything I need to remember. So first of all, we have a Discord now. So it has loads of different categories. You have general chat where you can just have general chit chat, but then it's got stuff like painting, so you can have a look at each of his painting. It has find a game, so you can match up with people and play with other people. And it's also got the quarterly challenge I'm doing. So if like me, you were doing it, loads of our friends are, and loads of other people following the channel. But if you want to jump on and start, just have a little push to paint your army. It's basically paint a certain amount of points every quarter. You don't have to start at the beginning of the year like we have. You could jump in halfway through and do 1,000 points by the end of the year. It's worth doing. It definitely keeps me motivated to paint an army.
I mean, I've been quite behind. I've just moved out, so I'm behind on that. But at the end of the day, once I'm settled now, I'm starting to actually push through. And it's coming together really well in that. And the Raven Guard are taking shape. So
I really like them. They're looking cool.
Yeah.
So that's that Discord. And then the main thing to mention is the members. These all are your absolute legends. I say this every week, but I love every single one of you, and I genuinely do because it massively helps the channel out. If you want to become a member, I'll leave a link in the description. And also, if you can see it, some people can't. I think it's iPhones that can't see it. It says join down below. So if you just go down there and give it a little click and become a member, help the channel out in that. Yeah. And last, but all means not least, Rogue Miniatures, the best miniature company in the world. 10% discount right there in the description. So you get yourself a commission, get 10% off. They do commissions for me. Then you see nice models on the table And it's round full circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so that's another way of helping support Daily Dice by getting yourself a commission. So it's win-win for everyone there. And I think that's everything. So before we start, check out this video and don't skip it. So I just want to talk a little bit about Rogue Miniatures, which is a UK-based commission company. I've recently painted up a Demon Prince, my Thousand Sons, and I've had such a positive experience with them. Rogue Miniatures are a high-end commission company, box art style, and not really a company you'd use just to get a unit on the table for a tournament, to do, you know, the free standard base colours. These are a type of company you'd use if you really take pride in your army and really want to see them beautiful models on the table. They can either paint a model for you or a full army from scratch. Also an existing model for a current army like they have with my prints. You can also buy fully painted miniatures off their website and they customise their miniatures to suit your needs. You get regular updates of your commission. Their turnaround time is typically around 3 months depending on the size of the project. Drop them a message and you can get yourself a free quote. When you start your commission, you get regular updates. So I was getting messages off Steve all the time with my picture of the Demon Prince, getting me really excited to receive it. So after receiving my first commission, I'm really excited to get more commissions booked in with Steve and his team. And I'll be keeping you guys updated on the commissions I do receive off Rogue Miniatures. So I'll leave a link to all their socials down below in the description. Drop them a message and get a free quote and you won't be disappointed. So here we have 2,000 points of Orks. Now, admittedly, this is not the most competitive list because I just don't have the units. I used to in my old Orc army, if you look on my older videos, but since doing this sort of thematic beast snagger army, I don't have really competitive units. Though, ironically, this is a really tough matchup for Rich because Drukhari have a lot of anti-infantry and anti-tank. And I have a lot of Squigog boys, which I think Mustache might struggle with a little bit. But let's see in the game. I am going to paint up more units for the Orks, for you Orc fans. And I have got them in my backlog. But I'm in the middle of a World Eater army at the minute. And that's taking up all my time. But I will be getting them Orks done. Don't worry about that. So the army rule is War. So once per game in my command phase, I call the War, and till my next command phase, my whole army gets buffed. So basically it gets an extra attack, extra pip of strength in melee, everything gets a 5 up in vulnerable save, and everything can advance and charge. So really, really powerful when you're in the War. The detachment I'm taking today is Warhorde. So I used to run Warhorde all the time when it was the Index, because that was the only detachment. And it's really strong. Everything gets sustained hits in melee, sustained hits 1. And then you've got strats in that you can get crits on a 5, so you get sustained hits on 5s, things like that. There's a strat where you can get -1 to wounds, so on them Squigog units, it's really, really strong. You can't do it on vehicles, things like that, but them Squigog boys, it's pretty much made for them lads. So I just want to, I haven't actually ran it on the channel for a long time, maybe since the Index. So I just want to show people what that can actually do, because I usually run them as the big hunt. That's sort of what this army's themed around. But I think Warhorde should be really fun and really good to show off, especially in a tournament style game like this. So let's go through this list. So we'll start off with the Beast Stagger boys. Unit of 10. Led by a Beast Boss. These can reroll hits against vehicles or monsters. The Beast Boss gives them +1 to hit, so they're really reliable on the hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. The Beast Boss has devastating wounds on the charge, and he's got anti-vehicle, anti-monster, so them devastating wounds go off on 4s to wound. So they can really punch up this unit. I really like the Beast Bosses. They're really threatening against vehicles and monsters. So you want to charge them before they charge you. Then we have another unit of 10, led by another Beast Boss. This is Ugluk Face Eater. I've given him the enhancement, follow me lads, because he's real eager beavers, this unit, and they just want to be in the combat. So they get +2 inch to the movement. So 8 inch move, jumping out a kill rig, will be 11 inch. And if I'm in the wide, advance and charge, could be quite a nice threat range. Something for Tash to keep his eye on. Then we have a unit of 10 Beast Snagger boys. These don't have anyone leading them. These basically are filling the role for my grots that I don't have. And these are just my back home field objective holders, screeners, and maybe score me a few points. But yeah, if it's grots holding it, I can't guarantee that I'll hold that objective. So Beast Snagger boys, I might be able to fight whatever's trying to take it off me. So yeah, see how they do. So they won't be riding about in anything. Then we have Iron Boss Odin. He's a beast boss on Squigosaur, leading 8 Beast Snagger boys. Obviously 2 smash squigs in there, and then the 2 bomb squigs. He gives them +1 to charge. They get a free heroic intervention. And I've given him the enhancement Headwhoppers Kill Chopper. So he has devastating wounds. And he also has anti-vehicle as well. So I can really punch these vehicles, get all the devastating wounds through, and hopefully tear them down. I mean, they're not the toughest vehicles anyway, Drukhari, but I should be able to pop whatever I touch, ideally. And obviously, this list isn't aimed at Drukhari. If I was taking these to a tournament, you end up coming up against a lot of vehicles. So with all this anti-vehicle and devastating wounds, it comes in handy, especially for an army that only has -1, at a push -2 AP. You need them devastating wounds. Then we have Mozrog, Scragbad, leading a smaller unit of just 4 Squiggle boys in the bomb squig. He gets an extra pip of damage against vehicles, an extra 2 pip of damage against Titanic units. When a model dies in melee, on a 4+, they can fight on death. That's Mozrog's rule. So yeah, not bad. Next unit, Skullcracker. He's just a beast boss on Squigosaur, leading another 4 Squiggle boys. He doesn't have any enhancement. I wish I could have given one, but I just didn't have the points. So lots of Squiggle boys, lots of Beast Snagger boys, and lots of bosses. Then we have 2 kill rigs at each side and a hunter rig in the middle. I'll probably have a unit of Beast Snagger boys in the kill rig and 1 in the hunt rig, and I'll just have a kill rig flying about on its own, just causing carnage, ideally. Hopefully not getting killed by Dark Lancers too early in the game. So that is everything. That is the army. Not sure how they'll do. I think this will be a tough one for Rich, just because the Squigog boys, I think his Dark Lancers should take care of the kill rigs, his anti-infantry should take care of the infantry, but them Squiggle boys are going to be a real pain for him to remove. But then again, the ITC terrain really is against Squiggle boys because I can't move through it, so they have to move around, and with them big bases, and they can really easily be move blocked. So depending how Rich plays his game, is depending obviously how I'll do, and how them Squiggle boys will do. So I'm really interested to see how this game goes. Let's go into that Drukhari list. So here we have 2,000 points of the Tasha's Drukhari. Yeah, tell us a bit about Drukhari, Rich.
Well, I love Drukhari. They're sneaky, they're fast, they jump out the warp, and they come take your children from you and eat your babies. No, these Drukhari are great. We've got a Sky Splinter Assault Force this time. I love Sky Splinter Assault. Basically allows me to get out of transports and shoot you and ignore the cover, which is great. And also if I get out of transport and I obviously engage in combat, I get Lance ability, so nice. That's really helpful as well. I get pain tokens, so it's called Reign of Cruelty, which is the army rule. And the pain tokens allow me to, say, reroll hits, reroll charges, advances. It's a really good army rule. It's really basic.
Is this power from pain, right?
Yeah, power from pain.
Yeah.
So basically I get them from, say, killing a unit, or from, say, you failing a battle shock test. So really straightforward, and I just expend them in the game just to give me some little bonuses and buffs, really.
Nice, I like it. So yeah, let's go through this army. So Richard, where do you want to start, mate?
Let's start with Adrien Rakaf here, the Monkey Lie leader. Evil, evil man. Adrien's really great. He's a good kind of just lone, well, he's not lone up, but he's a character unit.
He's just running about on his own.
Yeah, he's got a 4+ invuln save, he's got 4+ feel no pain. He just runs about, scores me on objectives, and he gets back up on a 2+ as well, which is
nice.
really sound. So yeah, I run him by himself. I used to run him with racks. He can also as well heal back the rack unit. You can bring back three back from the dead.
Oh, no, that's even when he's not leading them as well.
Yeah. And also as well, he can give back at either a Talos or Kronos 3 wounds. He's just basically got to be within 6 inches of him after he's moved, which is really handy.
Sweet.
Should we go the racks behind, actually?
Yeah, so racks.
So racks cool. Really cheap unit. Really just expendable unit. Simple as they sit in the backfield and they just stop people coming in. If you kill them, I get an extra pain token, which is brilliant. So
nice. So yeah, ideally kill them. Yeah.
They've all got multiple weapons. I won't go into them. Like I said, I use them just for screening, really.
Yeah.
I do want another unit, but yeah, just cheap and cheerful.
Sweet.
Mandrakes, one of the best units.
Such a fantastic unit. I love the look of them as well. They're just so cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just, even if I didn't collect Drukhari, I still think they're the best models. The Mandrakes are great. They're my secondary scoring unit as well. They've got stealth, which is cool, but you don't really shoot with them. You don't really fight with them. You just basically put them in your backfield, and at the end of your turn, they just pop up in the air and then come back down in mine.
Yeah, nice. So secondary scorers,
Established locus, they're really good. Engage, that's what they're there for. Sometimes I will use them in combat, or if you're getting desperate.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just really there for secondary scorers.
You got 2 units of 5, yeah?
Yeah, 2 units of 5 always. Yeah.
Sweet. Should we go up the Witches and Lilith?
The Witches with Lilith. Lilith's leading the Witches. Lilith is an absolute beast. Watch me just curse her now and jinx her. She is leading the unit, so when she's leading the unit, she gives them fight first. She also gives them pip extra strength and AP. So Lilith can go up to 4 AP if empowered, and the Witches can go up to 3 AP if empowered. I must say as well, with the pain tokens, if you put a pain token on a unit in combat, it gives you an extra AP. That's why she's got AP4 or AP3.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would be -1 on all that.
Yeah.
Really, really ridiculous in combat. Once per battle, she can do a special rule, which allows her to have 12 attacks, which is hitting on 2s and the sustain 2. And then she wounds on 2s if it's an infantry unit.
If she's empowered, reroll them hits and fish with them sustain 2. So
yeah, literally, and it gives her a 3+ inbuff. It gives a unit 4+ inbuff as well.
Nice.
When they're in combat. So yeah, they're a good unit, and they will be in the transport behind them. So they'll be in the Raider. The Raider's just a basic transport. You can advance 6 inches if I want to. But yeah, there's nothing really special about it.
1 Dark Lance on it.
Yeah, 1 Dark Lance. Used to take a Disintegrator Cannon, but I don't anymore. So
yeah. Sweet. Next unit, some Incubi,
Yeah, just 5 squad of Incubi. Used to take the multiples. I know, like yourself, you always take multiple units of Incubi. Used to take them as a big blob of 10, and I think actually I prefer just taking them as a blob of 5. It's just like, they're not my main combat unit. They're just a little bit of extra threat, just to scare my opponent. They've got an Archon leading them. The Archon again will, if empowered, obviously allows them to reroll hits, and the Archon allows you to reroll wounds as well, if empowered. If not empowered, you can reroll wound rolls of a 1 instead. If you get in engagement range of them, you have to do a battle shock test. Most of the time, everybody passes. But
Orks, they're not great.
Yeah, but if you do fail, I get a pain token from them.
Yeah.
So they've all got claves and a demi-clave, and they literally will just hit you hard in combat and then die.
Yes.
So
did you give him Nightmare Shroud, the enhancement?
I didn't know. I've given him the enhancement of Spiteful Raider. So Spiteful Raider means if I kill you a unit on an objective marker, I get an extra pain token.
Nice, we're really fishing for those pain tokens.
Yeah, they're very important pain tokens.
Yeah.
And then those guys are going to be in the Venom behind. Venom again, a little fast moving boat, capacity 6, 14-inch move. It's got 2 splinter cannons on, which are great anti-infantry weapons. So they're going to be wonderful against Orks. Sustained as well, so good. Great thing about the Venoms is if you get out and you're still within, I think it's 5 inches or 6 inches of it wholly, you can get back in at the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's really cool, yeah.
And that's for free. There's no cost in that one.
Yeah. So that's the thing with Drukhari. It's very important how the positioning I always say that that a lot of Drukhari's gameplay is in the movement phase. Would you agree with that,
Absolutely.
Rich?
Hence why I have to sit there and go, right, do this, do that, do that. Where can I hide? What can I do? It's so important because if you shoot me, I'm getting dead, and I'm obviously going to be dead. But these transports need to be positioned well, so then I can literally pounce on my prey
and then just jump back in.
Really, I need to be very careful and clever of how I set up my
your army.
Really,
Next up, you got the big lad.
So this is the Void Raven Bomber. When I put it on the table, people have a little bit of a scare and a little.
I'm very scared of this.
A little bum squeeze. But you know what? It's brilliant with its dark side. It's 12 attacks. It's hitting on 3s. It's only strength 8, but it's -4 and it's 2 damage pop. And then it's got missiles on top of that as well. It's got a bombing run, so once per game, if it goes over a model, anytime you roll a d6, whatever that range is, so say 6 inches, any unit within 6 inches of that model, then you basically do on a 4+, it takes d6 mortal wounds.
Ooh,
and that
is
can just
nasty.
be spread out. I'll be honest, it's probably worked about 30% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's not what I'm taking it for. I'm taking it for its 12 attack missile dark side, because it's an infantry clearer. It just takes squads out.
That's the thing. It'd wreck Marines, that I'd imagine.
Yeah, and it is my Marine killer. I used to run 2, run 1. Possibly might go back to 2, but it's 230 points. Mr. Arkon Skari, our warlord himself, is the one who put it up. He laughs about it and jokes about it, and we think it's hilarious. But yeah, he put the points up for us. So cheers, Skari. But you know what? It's a wonderful plane. It looks cool as hell.
I love it.
And then down here we've got 5 Cabalite warriors. I wouldn't normally put these in the Venom, but I will explain that in the next unit I'm going to talk about. So these are just 5 Cabalite warriors, very basic. All got obviously splinter rifles, anti-infantry, and they're going in the Venom behind. Same load out the Venom, splinter cannons, anti-infantry. They'll be in and out. Great thing is with Cabalite warriors though, they give me sticky. And even get sticky when in a transport.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So they just stick in my home objective first thing, and then
I love cabs in a Venom because it's such a cheap unit. The Venom's so cheap, the Cabalites are so cheap, but it packs a punch. It scores your points. I just think it's a cool little unit, so I like it.
Yeah, there's a plan. Maybe I'm possibly taking multiple Venom with Cabalite warriors in, and lots of Helions and Scourges.
Oh, I like it.
Reavers.
We'll
come back to that. Anyway, so they've split up into 5 because the Venom special rule is it allows you to split a unit of 10 into 5. And I do that because the next unit, which is the Court of the Archon, is obviously 5 models with 5 Cabalites.
So you can put all these in a transport?
I can put these on a raider.
Nice.
The Court of the Archon is my favourite unit by far. I can't wait for an update. I hope they do update Games Workshop.
I think they will.
Because they are amazing. And I'm tempted to get a second unit. We've got all the special guys in there for Cabalite. So we've a Splinter Cannon, a Blaster, a Shredder, Dark Lance, and then obviously the Cabalite Warrior Leader with his Blast Pistol. And then you've got obviously the Court of the Archon, who've got an Archon who was running him, leading him. He's my warlord. So if you're within 12 inches of him and want to spend a CP to a stratagem, he will up that by 1. He vex it, and it's any time you do it. But obviously you don't spend it if you haven't got it. So it's really naughty that. He also allows me to, again, if empowered, reroll all hits and wounds, which is amazing because the Court of the Archon gives me lethal hits as well.
Oh, nice.
With the Lemire. It's also -1 to wound him with the Shazmir. And then you've got, what else with them? They've all got 5+ invulves as well, which is great. And Urgle gives them fight first as well.
Ooh.
So you've got lethal in combat and in shooting. You've got fights first, you've got -1 in shooting and in combat. And reroll all hits and wounds. Then, if you get Lance as well from disembarking from the transport, it's +1 to wound.
Oh, I tell you what, so good at punching and at shooting.
It's my favourite. And to top it off, Sam, I've put the Nightmare Shroud enhancement on, so you can't overwatch that unit.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I used to have it on the Incubi, and I realised actually it needs to be on the Court. So they're my favourite unit. absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
I just think they're great.
And like you say, they're going to be flying about in a raider.
Yeah.
Same again, one Darklands on it, right?
Yep, one Darklands. They'll hop in and out. Got 5 on deck, the usual.
Sweet, I like it.
And then to your left.
Last but not least.
Actually, well, we got a few more. Count
right.
yourself, Samuel.
Oh yeah, we've got a few units over there.
So, all right. This is actually 2 units, so we have actually got 2 Talos and then 2 Kronos. They're running individually, always running individually now.
Right.
Talos have got a twin liquefy gun, which is just basically a strength 4 flamer. But their main weapons, this is why I keep saying to you, Sam, you need some Talos, is the Hairwire. Hairwire, twin linked Hairwire, anti-vehicle, ballistic skill 4 just made in, but if they wound any vehicles on 4+, it's 3 devastating wounds or mortal wounds.
Nasty.
So, which is great for killing vehicles.
Yeah.
Quite tough. They've got toughness 7. They've got a 6+ inbuff, but 5+ feel no pain.
Yeah.
And they've all running the Talos Gauntlet, which is a strength 8, AP 4, damage 3.
Yeah. Punchy in combat.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So they're good. And then next to them is Kronos. Kronos are really vital, same toughness, but they've got Spirit Vortex and another flamer, can't remember. But not really good in combat, but they're important because they can refund me my pain tokens. So if I expend a pain token on a unit which is within 9 inches of the Kronos, on a 4+, I get that pain token point back.
Oh, nice.
So I take 2, so I split them around the board. And it gives me options then, when I'm distributing pain tokens about to try and get it back. Sometimes I go on a run and get about 8 pain tokens.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I get none back. But the great thing is, though, if I get a pain token back, I can spend that pain token.
Yeah, that's really powerful.
That
really
was put in the
powerful.
balance update a few months ago as well, which was good to get some clarity on that.
Nice.
And
I like it.
The last one is all the way back over there to the right.
Yes. Well, we've
Well,
got a
actually,
few
no,
more. We've still got the Scourge and we've got some bikers.
Yeah, we've got the Scourge, Unit 5. They're all running Dark Lancers. I used to run a second unit with Hairwire, but because I got the Talos, I used the Hairwire and Talos. Dark Lancers, obviously, strength 12, AP 3.
Yeah, super strong.
Still, we know the crack, and the Shard Carbine on the leader. They move 14, and after the shot unit, move back 6.
Yeah.
Which is really handy, so they go in and out of buildings to hide. And then behind them is the 2 sets of 3 Reaver jet bikes each. Great unit, 16-inch move, all got assault weapons. So I can advance them, and you get a 22-inch move on max if you roll the dice right.
Yeah, it's rapid.
Got heat lance on both leaders, and then splinter rifles on the rest.
Yep.
And then agonizer, which allows me to get lance in combat.
Nice.
Just for the leader gets lance.
Right.
And then they can do bombing runs as well. So if they run over a unit 4+, you take so many devastating wounds. But again, I always forget to do that.
Yeah.
But they're basically secondary score or
Yeah.
because I haven't got a beast pack, so it's basically I'm put down the Reavers.
Yeah. So it's a really interesting army. To be fair, it's, you have got really good tools for them secondary scoring.
Yeah.
And my army sort of like a bully army for the mid board. I don't really have any good tools for secondary scoring, so I'm trying to get primary. You're going to be trying to get secondary.
And then I'll flip every card, which is awful. So it'll be like assassinate or like colour hard. I'm like, oh. But the thing with my army, I try and make it as balanced as possible. I try and not follow like what everybody's running, like loads of beast packs and other bits and bobs.
Yeah.
I just want to play flavourful fun for my balanced army that can do everything, basically. So,
be interested to see how it goes. So let's get in that game, mate.
Cool.
So these are the cards for Mission 3. Deployment, primary mission, and mission rules. So deployment, sweep and engagement. You've got your 5 objective markers, 3 no man's land there, 1 in each deployment zone. I'm at this side, the attacker. Richard at this side, he's the defender. Primary mission, terraform. So you do an action on your objectives in your deployment zone. And if you still hold that objective with that same unit that was doing the action, by your next turn, it's completed. It's terraformed. And then you get 2 points for the terraform objective all game, even if you hold it or not. But it's just hard getting it held, really, because all the enemy has to do is just take the objective off you. So, yeah, we'll see on that one. Swift action is the mission rule. So battle line units can advance and fall back and are still eligible to perform an action if they do so. So yeah, there's the battlefield all set. I've used my tournament objective markers. They don't look as pretty, but because of the basically if you're touching this objective marker, you're on the objective. It just makes it easier. So there's 5 of them, 3 in no man's land there, and then 1 in each deployment zone here and here. Then basically these ruins, all the bottom windows you can't see through. So stuff like this, you just can't see through from each side. And then these actually, they should be on like little bases, these, but basically they're small ruins, but you still can't see each other through them, only if you're in them, wholly within. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. The Orks I've got some Beast Snagger boys here on my home objective. This is the kill rig with nothing in. I've got a massive mash up in the middle here with a kill rig with Ugluk, Mosrog, Odin. And then we've got the kill rig, which is normal Beast Boss in. And we've got Skullcracker over here. Skullcracker. What have you done, Rich?
I've just tried to split it out as much as possible. I've got obviously Kronos in the middle there, just so it can help me with 9-inch distribution. Same with another Kronos there, so if things split off, they can help me with game playing tokens. Mandrakes are just at the back.
Tell you what, I might come around this way just so people can see, because this is often how ITC games get.
Yeah, Mandrakes at the back because they are hidden out away, line of sight if anything, because as soon as you've moved, obviously then go back up in the air, and I'll wait for those cards to be drawn. These Reaver jet bikes hidden away again, so nothing shoots, but because they've got a 16-inch move and assault, they might possibly go over there to screen you. I probably should have put my other bikes, or maybe both sets of bikes there to screen, but that bike unit's there possibly to screen that side. Incubi and the Venom hidden back, ready to pounce later on game, so when you come, obviously I'll come out a little bit further. The Cavalite Warriors are in the Venom now, which I always play this because they give me sticky objective on my home objective. So once they're on their command phase, that's sticky, then they can just
fly off.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have no deep strike, he doesn't have to worry about this backfield. He can just go off and do whatever else.
Normally I would put these racks on this backfield here just to screen.
Yes.
But because of that, what you said, I don't need to, so they'll probably head in the middle, maybe possibly aerial denial, establish locus, and they can just hang back, probably get killed, turn 1, 2.
Scoring points.
Get me a pain zone, possibly scoring points. And Adrien's there, so he could possibly, he could just be a bit of a pain.
Exactly.
Courtly Archons in this raider here. Obviously, again, there's no line of sight channel there, so that's why I can afford to stick it out.
Yep.
Again, depending on your movement, they can come out, see what happens. Same with the Witches. I've basically got a pincer move here of good combat, shooting and combat. That could possibly, sort work with this massive horde that's coming. And the same here, I've got the Scourge here. So again, pop out, possibly take a few Darkland shots off. Pop back in, and then the Talos, again, because there's vehicles there, and give me that anti-vehicle. I've got this Talos here. I could technically run both here, but again, there's that counter threat of that vehicle there, and possibly if things come round, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just trying to...
spread out your assets.
Yeah, and so all going to go wrong.
Big question is, do you want to go first or second in this one?
Normally I would say second. Possibly, you know what, I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to shoot some stuff first turn, but at the same time I'm like, I need you out so I can shoot you better.
I think I'd like to go first in this one, just so I can get to that war turn 2 potentially faster. Maybe turn 3, depends on what you do, but I'd like to go first. So Orks, a 6, and a 1.
I'm going first.
Yep, Orks, turn 1. So the cards have been drawn for turn 1. No prisoners, kill units. You get 2 points for each unit to a maximum of 5. Assassination, kill a character. Both bad cards for turn 1, but I'm never really expecting much turn 1, because especially in an army like this, I never really score turn 1, unless it's something like take the centre of the battlefield, something like that. Original, I think it is. So basically, everything is advanced and move forward. Like I said, this is kind of a bully list. I really try and get the primary in trying to deny Richard them this game. So like I say, everything's advanced forward. So I've got my kill rig here. This one's popped its nose in there so it gets cover and return fire. These advance a big 6 so they could get around and jump on this objective. This advanced to move forward and just getting a bit of cover from this building here. These advanced and they're just sort of stringing across so they can get cover behind both of these. and these advanced as well, and they're just tiptoeing on that objective. Obviously, I can't start terraforming these just because I advanced and they're not battle line. So basically, that's turn. Richard took his mandrakes up into reserves. And it'll be on to Richard's turn 1.
Don't know what I'm going to do.
So, Drukhari turn 1. So the Drukhari orders have been received. Extend battle lines. So hold your home objective in one in no man's land. You get 5 points for it, which Rich has done. Bring it down. Kill a vehicle. You get points for that. So if he kills one of my rigs, basically he gets 4 points, which is good. So what have you done, Rich?
I've just realised actually I probably should just move them this here.
Move what where? Sorry.
Just put those back to where.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Because that would make more sense. Just so I can have that firing line there.
Yep.
It gives me 2 options. This guy can go in there. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm thinking Scourge can either go there or I can go there.
So this killer rig or this killer rig, yeah?
Yeah, same with Talos. He's got anti-vehicle, so that one or that one. And these 2 Dark Lances would have to go into that one there.
Yep.
I've brought the Reavers out here to basically screen your obviously probably your wide advance and charge, because in here I've got witches, I've got part of the
important stuff.
Really important things there, and I need to make sure you've got to get through that first.
Yeah.
That's the plan, and then because you've obviously moved around there.
Yeah.
Of course, just stay where it's at. Incubi have moved back. Cavalite Warriors have moved back. Kronos has moved back. Mandrakes and Reavers have moved back.
Yeah.
Talos has moved forward, so we can get a bead on there as well.
Yep.
And obviously the Rax and Adrien are in the centre there, getting me extend. Adrien, I can afford to put him in there because he gets back up on a 2+. Watch me roll a 1. And that's it. I've played so cagey here because I know if the war comes turn 2, I've really got to pull back and make sure you come out, so then I can start shooting things and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Sweet. And this is in tournament play. You get a lot of these sort of angles. So you see how Richard sort of touched both the noses over there,
touching tips,
and then touching tips, and then it draws a bead onto this kill rig. So you get a lot of like very slight angles here and there, but you have to think about where you're placing stuff because then like this Squiggle Boy's head is popping out, which is obviously draws stuff like this flamer onto it. So you always have to be thinking what's popping out of each bit of terrain. This army is not great for hiding stuff. The footprint's just so big on the units. But let's see how the shooting phase goes, Rich.
Yeah, cool.
So paint tokens have been put on stuff. You got 2 paint tokens back, so you're back down to 1 technically now. So this Talos has got 1, that Talos and the Scourge. Anything else?
Nothing else. Got any paint tokens?
Sweet. And you're down to 1 because the ones you got back. Sorry, you only got 1 back, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry, 1 back. 1 back and 1 left.
Yep, so starting off with this Talos, shooting it haywire into this kill rig.
So reroll hits and wounds because it's 28.
Yes.
Okay, so it hits on 4s.
Yep.
Great start.
Good start. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, looking at them bad rolls, I did Overwatch with this into the Talos and didn't do anything. And even I was even with the big word tower, it's a flamer. So 2 misses, re-rolling. 2 misses. Typical. So next Talos, same target because this one's got a unit in. So let's do it.
Let's do it again. Change the dice, obviously.
Yep. They both miss again. Nice. Re-roll. Come on, Rich. The 4 hit. The 4 hit.
I need 2 4s. Yeah. It's 3 devs.
And these are devastating. Nice.
Got
6. I got 6. 6 up till no pains. 6 go through. So he's down to 10 wounds remaining. So we're going to shoot these 2 together. 2 Dark Lancers going into this kill rig here.
8 on 3s.
Yep.
1 goes through. Strength 12.
3s. Toughest 10.
There we go. -3.
-3 to -2. It's getting cover. So 5 up. No. D6 plus 1.
2.
Plus 2, sorry.
Oh, I got bloody felt thing.
5 6s. I make 1, so it takes 4 wounds. So onto the bikers. The splinter rifle shot at the Squiggle Boys and took a wound off. The heat lance is going into this kill rig. If you want to finish it off.
Never really hits, but 3s. There we go.
Good.
It's strength 14.
Nice, so 3s.
There we go. Ooh. -4 this time.
-4's -3, so he's got a 6 up. No.
It's D6 plus 1, I believe. I'll have to double
Nice,
check.
I like it.
for 3. Do I spend the CP to reroll that? 'Cause what wounds are you on?
He's on 6 wounds remaining.
I will spend the CP.
You're going to go for it, yeah?
Yeah, bollocks. Anatomy, it's fine. Oh, for 5 same, wasn't it?
5 saves.
Yeah. Although, shall we just double check? Because I think it's D6 plus 1. So
Yeah. It's actually just D6, so 3 6s. Yeah, but 3 go through, so he's down to 3 wounds remaining. So then we have a Flamer. By the way, this did move here because he wanted to get his pain tokens back from these, so that isn't there anymore, which he currently was. So Flamer into...
Yeah, this is like I always call it a Flamer, but it's not a Flamer. Spirit Siphon's a Flamer at 12 inches. This is a Spirit Vortex, which is D6.
Also, it's not Torrent, no?
No, it's not Torrent. It's black. It hits on 3s.
Right, sweet.
So D6 first, for 4. Hits on 3s. It's pretty decent. And then it's going to need like 6s anyway, so it's strength 5.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing.
Sweet.
And then the
Scourge. Let's have a think what you want to do with him. We've got 4 Dark Lancers into this guy, and the... What went into them?
The Shard Carbine.
Shard Carbine went into them, didn't do anything. So 4 Dark Lancers, can you do it? Because I always mess up with my Scourge.
We've got 2 through.
2 through. Freeze.
So
Nice.
we go through, -3, so -2.
-2, so 5 ups. Save 1.
D6 plus 2.
Yep.
Just need a 4. Oh,
I get
there
it.
it is.
But I do get my feel no pains.
Oh, never.
But I won't get... I need 4 6s here. No. And that is the unit gone. Does it blow up? It doesn't. And
That
then...
gives me a pain token.
Yes, nice. And I'll roll for the unit inside. There's 5, 10, 11 in there. So any 1s is a mortal wound.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. So, yep, 3 dead. Nice. A little bit more pitter-patter fire. These racks and Rakarth all shot at these squigogs. Actually killed one. That one on 2 wounds.
Yeah, that was Adrien Rakarth's one-shot cleansing flasking.
Yeah, where he gets loads of flamer shots, doesn't he? 3d6. Over here, the Venom shot everything into these. In the splinter rifles from inside, actually killed a squigog. And the splinter cannons on the Venom didn't do anything. Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird how that happens.
So,
and then the Scourge hop back in.
Yeah, Scourge hop back in there.
Yeah.
And I did roll my Feel No Pains for the boys that came out there, but I didn't roll a 6, so the 3 are dead. So everything's right in the world.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah,
we'll get back to you on the end of the turn, Ron.
Oh, yeah.
So extend battle lines, 5 points, and bring it down 4 points. So nice 9 points. Well done, Rich.
Thank you.
Going into Orks, turn 2. So cards for turn 2. Defend Stronghold, so hold my objective by the end of Richard's turn, get 3 points for it. Extend battle lines, the one that Richard had, hold my home objective and 1 in No Man's Land. So I've got that for 5 points. So yeah, everything's just carried on moving forward. I have called the war, and basically these have jumped on this, started terraforming. I mainly called the war because I know I'm just going to be killing screening units, but for Richard's hit back, I think I'll have a 5 up in run, so it just makes it a bit more survivable. This unit have stayed in here. I should probably put something on that just so I know. Beast Boss can go on there. Unit's still in there. This unit have moved over here and are going to fight some racks. This unit are going to go and fight them. Nothing's actually advanced here besides from them. And they can move 2 inches well, so they end up getting a big 13-inch move. Flew across the battlefield towards him. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of punching. I know Rich still has his plane to come in, his big bomber, which I'm a bit scared of, but if I can just...
You put too much on this bomber now, man.
I know, yeah. I know, but it's a scary thing. So yeah, see how this shooting goes. It's going to be Orc shooting, so I don't think it'll be amazing. So it's starting off with 2 bomb squigs into the Archon's raider there. So 2 pluses I need. Yes, so this is 2d3 mortal wounds. That's 4 mortal wounds, sir. So loads of shooting happened across the lines, and not much happened, as you can imagine, with Orc shooting. So these 2 at the front shot into that, didn't do anything. All the rest shot into these, didn't do anything. These lads killed 2 of them. And then this shot into a load of stuff, didn't do anything. These are doing an action.
That shot in the Scourge.
Yeah, this shot into... Oh, it shot into the heavy lobber into the Scourge and actually killed one of them. And last but not least, I'll save this one for camera because it's actually half decent. I'm going to put its heavy lobber into the Scourge behind there. So that will be in on 6s, but... then the Snagger thing missile thing is going to be going into I'll put it into the Talos, I think.
Okay.
And then the big Whir Tower is going to go into the Archons.
Raider. And I've spent 1 CP to basically give a 4+ info.
Yeah. Sweet. So let's do the Heavy Lobber first. We'll save the Whir Tower till last. Heavy Lobber, D6 shots, that's 4. Looking for 6s. 1 hit. Wounds on 2s. Does wound. So 4 save, sir. Kills another Scourge. Another Scourge. Bites the dust. We've got the Snagger. I can't remember what it's called. I should know, but it misses anyway. And then we've got D3 shots into your thingy. Just 1.
Into the Talos, yeah.
Into the... No, this is into the... yeah.
Oh, God.
Into your Raider. Wounding on does wound. So you're 4 pin fun. Oh, he saves it. Nice.
So that would have been AP what?
That would have been AP freeze. That would have went through.
So,
yeah, shall I see how much damage it would have done for the crack? Oh, wait, it would have done 3. So it would have survived, but it's got 6 wounds left, which is even better for you.
It's a valuable unit.
Yep. So some charging across the lines.
Now leave a weapon into the...
I've already done that, mate. He missed.
What's wrong
he
with
missed.
You
You're a world hero.
I think I'm expecting more damage.
Yeah. Honestly, these should be doing half decent damage, but I'm not really relying on them. So there's going to be some charges. They'll be into that. These lads will probably be into them. These lads will probably be into them. This will be into that. And that's basically it. So I'll get back to you after the charging. I'm guessing they'll all be in. But
you'll see.
So charges, everything along the lines has made it. We're starting to break through Tasha's screening units.
I think you've broke through my moustache at this rate.
Yeah, this is Richard's moustache on the front line. And we are breaking through it 1 hair at a time. So first combat, we'll do the kill rig. The hunter rig into the Talos. So we'll start off with the boys inside it, hitting on 3s. And then these are, sustained hits. That's my army rule. I need to remember that.
Nice.
It's probably pretty important. So they've hit, and then we're wounding on 4s because it's anti-monster and anti-vehicle. So a few get through. So 3 saves, -1, sir.
Hang on, 4 pluses.
Nice.
Save them all.
Nice.
Let's keep that up, Richard.
The Savage Horns and Hooves hitting on 4s. They all hit, and I get a sustained, yeah, that's nice. These wound on 2s. These are Lance. So that is 4 at -2, sir.
4 5s. This could really kill it.
So that's 9 damage. 9/5 upfield, no pains, and then we've got the saw blades after this.
It's going to be a dead Talos.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, yes. Does he blow up? This turned to a 6, so let's see if he blows up.
No. A 1.
Total up.
He implodes. Back to Comara. So, combat over here. We've got these 2, Knob and Smasher, going into the racks. Then we've got Mozrog and this guy, because Mozrog's touching his base, going into Rakath. So, starting off with the squigs into the racks. These are the jaws. Hit on 4s. We've got a few sustain there.
T4.
T4, so these are wounding on 3s. Strength 6. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
-1, so just rush into 6 inroad anyway.
Yeah. That's some dead racks.
What's the damage?
Oh yeah, 2 damage a pop these.
10 fill points. You reckon I can do this?
Well, you need to do these 1 at a time. Well, 2 at a time.
Oh no, because it hasn't gone in. It's just.
Oh, they're only 1 wound each, aren't they?
Yeah, they're only going to racks, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dead racks. Yeah, they're all dead. So though, that does get me a pain token for killing me.
Lovely jubbly. So while Richard is removing his dead racks, we've got we have a Squigog boy in Mozrog into Rakath. So the Squigog boy first, the jaws off the squig. Only 1 hits.
He's T4.
T4, so wounding on 3s. Doesn't wound. And then we have the Squigog himself. That's just 3 hits. And these are wounding on 2s. Oh, sorry,
3s?
Strength 5 lance boys. Yeah, 2s. Okay. 3 saves, -1, sir.
4 plus ingo first.
Yep. That's 4 damage. So 4 feel no pains.
Oh, he takes 2.
How many wounds he got left?
3.
So Mozrog will be hitting him now. I'll just quickly check his stats. So Mozrog attacking now. I'll start with Big Chomper. So hitting on 3s. Just 1. And then we are wounding on 3s. Is it 3s? No, sorry, it's... Oh, strength, toughness 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't wound.
Oh,
Mozrog Gut Ripper, hitting on 2s. A few 1s in there, 6 explodes. And then these are wounding on 3s as well. So, 4 saves, sir.
Come on, we can do it, Adrien.
And these are only -1. Well, it's 4 wins 1.
Oh, he takes 2. What's the damage?
Damage, I'll just double check. I think it's 3. It's 6 damage altogether, so you need to save a lot of these.
And
you do, he's done it. So he's got 1 wound remaining. And you say you're going to try and precision Mozrog, eh?
Yeah, I've got precision in his melee weapon profile. So he gets 5 attacks, hits on 2s, but your Mozrog's toughness 7, is he?
Toughness 8,
so
Mozrog.
We need 6s anyway to wound him, so...
Yeah, well, I'll carry on the other combats, we'll get back to that. Yeah. So I might as well move on to this one against them bikes.
Bikes.
I think I'll do this one off camera. And that is some dead bikes. And then they've consolidated into the Kronos. Although the Kronos can fly, it'll just stop it from shooting. Then over here, I'll start off with the kill rig. So we've got some boys in there, hitting on 3s. And then these are wounding T7. On... So these will be wounding on strength 6 now, so wounds on 5s. 1 save, -1.
4+.
And that is a 4. Then we've got some savage horns and hooves hitting on 4s.
Savage.
Yeah, and 2's just in there. And these are strength 10, are they? Strength
big 3s if they're over anyway.
Let's double check. Yep, so that is strength 8 and it has lance. So wounds on 2s. So that is 4 saves at -1 mustache.
4 4s.
Nice.
Oh, he loves
Living the dream, this guy. Living the dream. And we've got some saws there, so hitting on 3s. A load of misses. This is not looking promising. And then we're wounding on strength 10, so 3s. So you've got 2 saves. These are at -2.
5s.
I think that's 2 damage. Let me double check. Roll 1 more just in case.
Just roll 1 more. Just
in case it's 3 damage. So he saved it anyway. So either way, takes 2 wounds. So I was thinking about using Unbridled Carnage, so 5s get me the sustained hits, but I need the CP. I'm only on 2. Going into Richard's, I'm on 3, and I know he's got an Archon that pumps my CP up if I use it, so I think it's worth keeping just for interrupts or -1 to wound, things like that.
So just to make it clear though, the Archon can't vect inside a transport. You can't do
inside
a transport. So it's not now, it's for...
Yeah. So when he jumps out next turn, I need to keep an eye on that. So see if the beast boss can take out a Talos. Hitting on 2s. And then he's re-rolling because it's a vehicle. Well, it's a monster. Now he's got a 6 there for sustained. Now we are looking for 4s for anti-monster. And these are devastating.
Oh, Jesus!
So you have took 12 damage, so you've got 12 feel no pains.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, these beast bosses against vehicles and monsters are fantastic. That's a dead Talos. You get blows.
Just straight to it, didn't you? No feelings. Oh.
Yeah, that's a dead Talos.
Nice.
And I'll probably be moving these with a consolidate back onto this objective. So, do your attacks back and then we'll get back to you. So the Talos attack back, nothing happened. We might as well get Rakarth on camera doing his into Mozrog.
So,
try and kill himself a tough boy.
Hits on 2s, misses 1. And then he is only strength 3. He would be anti-infantry 2, but you're not infantry, so it's 6s. And none at all.
And that, I believe, sir, is turn. End of Orks, turn 2. Extend battle lines for 5 VP. And defense stronghold is still in play. Richard has, of course, removed his mandrakes. So going into Drukhari, turn 2. So this is a big turn for the Drukhari. Assassinate, secure no man's land. So 2 objectives in no man's land, kill a character. Basically, Rich, do you want to explain what you've done? There's quite a lot happened here.
Yeah, but like Sam said in the game, it's so hard to prepare for Drukhari because every little inch makes a massive difference. Obviously, no joke intended there. Family show. So what I'm about to do is...
I know you're trying to get me demonetised here, aren't you?
The Tash man. Remember what we said about your Discord? What? Nothing. Anyway, so like you can see my line here. It's about pushback.
Yeah.
About pushback that way. You've got nothing really over there apart from boys. We tried to figure if we get the mandrakes in. It's not worth it. Because there's still when you're playing the game, you've got to think about what's coming next missions. I've still got engage in all fronts to come. I've still got behind enemy lines. I've still got established locus, and they're big point scoring units for units that can basically get into your deployment zone. So playing safe with them. The idea is then I've moved the witches out with this raider here. Watched any kind of overwatch from there, so they're going to go into that unit. Also get the pistols, so we can shoot them. Courtly Archons come out. They can afford to come out and not get overwatch because they have an enhancement on that switches it off. They've got lines here just to see if we can shoot into this unit, Mozrogs, or that unit, or the big kill wagon.
Yep.
Incubi have come out their venom here, moved up to this bit of terrain so they can obviously pounce on the prey. Classic. With the venom there, just in case if we do kill through them, which I don't think we will, I can hop back in. Cavalry Warriors have hopped out of theirs, moved up there, see if we can get some shots. They might do a charge just because I need to secure no man's land, get on there, 2OC, bit of objective scoring and stuff. So that's kind of my thinking there. Planes dropped in now. Planes hopefully going to delete this unit, get me assassinate. I freaking hope. Watch me fluff that. Reavers have just stopped there. Nothing really they can do because there's no point going over there, they'll just die. Mandrakes, like I said, stop there, and obviously Venom there just to kind of screen that kill wagon coming out.
So big turn, very important how Rich does here with his dice rolling, and you're hoping to if you can wipe out a lot of these squiggle boys, it's looking good for you. If you don't, it's looking bad for you. So it really comes down to this turn, I think. So let's get into that shooting. So pain tokens are being put down. There's one on the Scourge, one on the Court of the Archon, and one on the Bomber.
Do we just also want to discuss what happened to Uri and Rakaf? Did we say that?
Oh yeah, that's probably worth mentioning. If you want me to bring it up, it's up to you.
I might as well. Yeah, because people are like, where's Uri gone? Yeah. Doesn't Uri get back up on a 2+?
He had to do a desperate escape test. Rolled a 1, so he did die on his way out. And we rolled to get him back up on a 2+, and he rolled a 1 again. So. I didn't think you'd want to mention that, but I just
want to mention, that might just set up how this turn goes. So.
I hope so. Yeah, so everything from the Bomber into this unit, you're going to try and get Assassinate. Like I say, paint opens on it, and these Kronos are fantastic because you got 2 of them paint opens back. So you use 3, and he still has 2. So I really need to get myself one of them Kronos for my Drukhari.
50 points a model.
Yeah, they're fantastic then.
And if you buy Kronos, it's the Kronos Talos box set, so you've got the flexibility of and I actually sometimes, I know we just got off camera, some of them I actually magnetise the bottoms. The tails,
right.
So I put the Talos tail on if I want to use more Talos.
Oh, decent.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's shoot some base snagger boys, huh?
Right, hit on freeze, re-rolling everything.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, come on. Oh, he only drops 2, so he's got 10 through. Wounded on 3s.
Wounded on 3s.
Nice. That is 8 through with AP 4.
So it'll just be my 5 up in ones. 2 survived. What's the damage on these?
2 damage each.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has gone through. So I'll roll the damage on them. So I need double 6s. So 1 dead, 2 dead. 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead, and 6 dead. Lovely. So some implosion missiles going flying into Ugluk Face Eater to try and finish off that unit.
Here we go. D3 plus 1. 2, 3. Hits on 3s, re-roll in. There we go. Strength 9, so 3s. 2 go through it. -2, please.
So 5 ups.
3 damage apart.
3 damage, so he gets a 6 up, feel no pain.
Ooh.
He takes 1 wound.
Damn.
Nice. We now have some Scourge shooting Dark Lancers into Ugluk Face because he's just eating these bullets.
Say Ugluk Face? Do you think it means ugly face?
Possibly. He does have he has like a bone mask over it, so I don't have a clue what's under there, my friend.
3 through.
Nice.
2's the wound. 3 strength.
Toughness 5, so he's 2s, yeah.
3 saves and -3.
3 5 ups. Oh, he's 8 another Dark Lance, but 2 more to go through.
3 6 plus 2 each.
Oh.
8 5.
And I mean, 30. That is a dead Ugluk. See you later, my friend. And the Scourge have jumped over here and hid behind this building. They're actually at the bottom, but we'll just put up here so we know. So 2 Raiders and Lilith's unit of Witchers all shot into Odin's unit and they've killed a Nobbin Smasher and a normal Squigog boy. So you're thinning them down. This unit are all going into this unit besides from...
This Archon's just out of range of there. Yep. He's got a 6-inch blast pistol.
Yeah, so the Archon's going into this unit, audience unit, yeah.
Also as well, I know we're doing tournament thing. There's a little hint and reminder, guys. You may notice I've got little tokens on each thing. Because this unit's quite complex and other things, you know, my brain's old. I put little bright green tokens on with certain words that remind me of what the unit's got. It's just as a tournament.
Comes in handy, comes in handy.
You know, but you say that sometimes, I still forget. So what we'll do is we'll do that blast pistol first into your Squig Ork because it's in range.
Let's do it.
So he's hitting on 2 and he's re-rolling everything. Yeah. So I've got to remember also 6s are lethal.
Right. Yeah.
And then strength 8, so 3s. Yep. Goes through at -3.
5 up. He's alright.
He's fine. I'm going to do the eye burst first off the courtyard because you can have to do, once the eye burst hits you off the Medusa, you have to do a battle shock test.
Oh, nice.
But it all hits you because it's torrent, so it's stupid.
I like it.
So it's D6 first for 5. Obviously, I've hit you. You have to do a
battle shock test. They're alright.
Yeah, you're fine. There we go. This is strength 6, so I'm going to need
5 6s.
5 6s. I had a little moment there. I'm re-rolling all wounds as well because of the Archon.
What's the AP on this?
Just 2.
Just 2. I get cover, so it'll be.
I ignore cover because I got transport.
Back to 5 ups anyway. 5 up film, 5 up in one for the war. So 3 go through. What's damage?
1 damage.
So 5 ups again. 1 text, 2 wounds. 1 wound. I have a shard carbine coming in. Same unit.
Gonna do nothing. 3s, 6s are lethal. There's a lethal. I can re-roll them. So, 2 go through. That's lethal. That's going straight through. I need 6s to wound because it's only strength 2. Yep. But I can re-roll because of the Archon. No, so just 1 goes through with no AP, please.
No AP, so 3 up. No, damage.
Just 1.
5 up. No, takes a wound. It actually kills that one on 1 wound. Nice.
That's 1.
Now we've got a splinter pistol from the Slith.
3. Strength 2, so 6s. Re-roll. Nope.
Cool.
That's it. And then we're going to go Cabalite Warriors.
Probably should have done this off camera, shouldn't we? There's that many different profiles.
Well, maybe, but I think it's good to see everybody it, you know, because the ridiculous power of it.
What do you want to start with?
We'll they're all going in, but I'll start with the blast pistol first because he's closest to it and I don't want to lose that.
Blast pistol.
Range. So hits on a 3, 6s are lethal, but re-rolling. Right, hits. And then 3s to wound. There it is, -3, please.
5 up, goes through.
D3 damage for 2.
2 damage. 5 ups. 1 takes 2 wounds, 1 wound. Well, let's take it on the thingy, so he's got 2 wounds left.
Who's that one, sorry?
I'll tell you what, let's take it on a normal Squig Ork.
Okay.
So 1 on 1 wound.
Blaster, 18-inch. Hits on the 3. You can re-roll.
Rolling.
There we go. Strength 8, so 3.
Yes.
Oh, nice. It
5
is
up.
-4.
Goes through.
D6 plus 1.
2.
So that guy is dead.
He is now.
Nice.
The Dark Land's coming in hot. Hit on 4s. This is re-rolling.
Oh, standard Darklands.
Yep.
Shredder, which is D6 flame. For 3.
On 5 and 6s.
6, so 5 and 6s, but
re-rolling.
Just the 2 at -nothing.
-nothing, so 3 ups. Oh my god.
Wow.
5 ups. So 1 takes a wound. Cannon.
Yep. Hitting on 4 this time. So that one goes through. Those 2 go through. Both go through. 6s. Ooh, nice. But I can re-roll.
Nice.
Oh, I saw it. -1.
So 4s.
2
go
damage.
through. And then looking for 5s. So takes another wound.
Nice.
So 1 down, onto 1 wound remaining. So a little bit more shooting. These Cabalites into them. This Venom into them. And some Mandrakes and Bikes into this. And nothing happened there. So it's onto the charging Rich. See if you can chip away a few more of these lads. So everything is made charges here across the lines. You've got some Cabalites and the Incubi in here. We've got the Court of the Archon and the Witches with Lilith. And even the 2 boats that came in.
Everything.
Yeah, you just wanted a good scrap, aren't you? Orks love it. This is what we like best.
Gary Oldman from Leon. Bring everything!
So let's see this combat. See how we get on. So we're starting with Lilith and the Witches. I've used 2 CP for fight and death, but obviously the Archon's here, so it cost me 3 CP, which is nasty, but it means that everything here does get to fight, which I need. And obviously with these fighting on a 4+, I can potentially hit back as if it was my fight phase as well. So hopefully the fall down punching. So starting with Lilith, you've done a once per game thing, which gets loads of attacks. So let's do it, Rich.
Yeah.
Pain tokens have been put on stuff, the incubi, the court, and the witches. So you start with the witches. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So a lot of attacks.
Right, so you're ready for this?
We're ready.
Because I got out of the transport, I disembarked.
Mm-hmm.
I get lance, so it's +1 to wound.
Yep. So what are you hitting on?
I'm hitting on 3s first, and I'm re-rolling it because of the pain talker.
Let's do it.
Right.
Roll. So we're wounded on 4s with the extra bit of strength and the lance. So let's see if Saruman can help you here.
If anybody notices the dice.
17 saves. What AP of this?
This is going to be AP 3.
So it'll just be the 5 up invuns for the war. A lot went through there. These are damage 1 a pop, yeah?
Yeah, you can't have everything your way.
You can't have everything, mate. You can't have everything. So I'll do the 5 up, feel no pains. Few 5 ups save me there. So we'll check out 1. If we've got a... Yeah, we'll take out 2 because I'll just take the knob on Smasher.
This one?
So 2 die so far. Lilith going in hot. She's using a once per game thing where she gets loads of attacks. So let's do it.
Yep. 2. Do that. Right, so we got those 6s.
For them sustained, it's 2.
And those are the only ones that missed.
You get to re-roll them, yeah?
I think... Well, yeah, I get to re-roll them, but then I might fish for re-rolls.
Yeah, well, let me know if you want to or not.
So let's fish for some.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So I've already got 8 back in there. So let's see if we get any more 6s. Oh, we do.
You do,
That's
number
great.
2.
And everyone goes through.
Oh, nasty.
Then wounded on 4s.
So this is just Lilith alone, people. She's an absolute blender.
Yeah.
Get back to you. 11, 5 up, invulnerable saves.
That's not bad.
Do you know what? I've made a few there.
That is not bad.
Do you know that was a bit cheeky, that, but...
That was good.
4 go through. What's the damage of that?
1 each.
1 each, so 5 ups. That was very cheeky of me. She takes 2 wounds off a squigog.
You jinxed it with blending.
Yeah, I'll do some attacks back as well. Cheers. Attacks back. I'm going to put them into the Archon's unit. Try and not get as attacked by many stuff. So the jaws, hitting on 4s. Thank you very much. And then 2 6s, so they go back in.
And then -1 to wound.
-1 to wound. So these are strength 6, so wounds on 4s. I think. Wound on 4s?
No, 3s.
Oh, well, only 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Great. So -1.
-1, so
Yep.
just on the guys. I think it's 5 plus save. 1 Cavalite Warrior dice.
1 Cavalite Warrior bites the dust. We've got some. So then we've got some spear thing off the one of the guys sat on it on the squig, and then we're wounding on this strength 6 now. So wound on 3s again. So 4 saves at -1.
What was it? -1, 4, 5. 3 Cavalite Warriors dead.
3 Cavalites, and then we've got the chopper off the knob on the Smasher squig. So he's hitting on 3s, no 6s there. And then we are wounding on, this is strength 8, so we're wounding on 3s still, yeah. 3 more, -1.
3 more -1, so I'll have to do this one at a time.
Yep.
5 plus, nope, so that's 1 Cavalite Warrior dead. And then, what's the damage on these?
These are 2 damage.
Ooh, so basically 5 pluses really. 5. Ooh, just one of the court dies.
Nice,
I don't know which one I'm
nice.
going to take.
The court attacking back, try and pull down some more of these squigogs.
Let's do it. So we'll start with Urkel first.
Yep.
So 6s are lethal. 6s explode on this as well. So it's alright.
Sustained it's 1, yeah?
Yeah, sustained. So we get a sustained and we're re-rolling those. So we got those through and that's sustained. And it's
you've got a lethal as well.
Yeah, so I'll put that aside.
Yep.
Hitting on 4, strength 4, +1 to wound. So it's now to
4s, yeah.
4s, isn't it? Re-rolling everything as well. And that was obviously 36, so 4 go through at -1 because you increase your AP by 1 once you're in power.
So these are 5s. 3 go through. What's the damage on this?
Damage.
1 damage, or 6s, 5, sorry. So 1 dies, 1 and 2 wounds. Blade coming in hot.
All go through. And then strength 5, your T7, aren't you?
Yep.
So it'll be 4s again, won't it?
With a +1 to wound, yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously re-rolling because it's back on. Just the 1 at -3 this time.
3, 5 up. Goes
2
through.
damage.
2, 5 ups. 1 takes a wound.
Down 1 wound.
So 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Here's Blades next.
hitting on 3s. Lethal, and then obviously reroll. So that's out. And then this is strength 4, so it'd just be 4s again. And then re-rolling that one. There we go. So 3 go through with -3, please.
5s. All go through. Damage
One
this. 1 damage. 5s again. So that's 1 dead and then 1 on 2 wounds. Yep. Just the Archon left to try and drag down another Squigog.
Come on. 2s. That's a lethal. Reroll. Give me another 6. No. Hitting on. This is strength. Oh, I need 4s. Strength 4. No, it isn't. Strength 3, so it will be 6s. Now 5s.
5s, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And then obviously reroll.
Nice.
3 go through with -3, please.
So it'll just be the 5 ups. All go through.
2 damage pops.
So 1's on 2 wounds. So first one, he's dead. And then 4 damage on the last one, on the Odin. He takes 2 wounds. So I'll check and see what he's down now. So after the dust settles, we just have Iron Boss Odin. All his squigogs are dead on the floor, but as they're going down, they're biting and pulling and dragging the witches and the Court of the Archon down with them. So 3 squigog boys are going to put into the witches, and then I'm going to put Odin into the Court of the Archon. Obviously, I'll do Odin last at the end of the combat. We'll have to do all these first, but I'll do the 3 squigogs into the witches, see how that goes. So I'll tell you what, I'll get the dice ready, I'll get back to you. So I know these are 4 pin runs, but let's just try and bite through as many as we can. These are the jaws, hitting on 4s.
No pun intended.
Yeah. So
4 go through.
And then sustained.
Oh, bloody sustained.
Yeah. It's I really like the Warhorde. Sustained. These are strength 6, so it'll be wounded on 2s. So you've strength 7 is technically, but
6 saves.
6 saves, yeah, for 4. Yeah, 3 died, bang average. And then I'll do all the other lads. Let's get the dice ready. So we've got the rest of the dice from the riders of the squigs hitting on 3s. 2 misses, but then we've got 1, 2, 3 sustained.
Gained an extra.
Yep, and these are wounding on 2s because they're getting extra bit of strength, so they're strength 6 now. I'm guessing you're toughness 3, aren't you?
Yeah.
So 2s. 3 1s in there. You've got
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 saves, sir.
I'll have to do so many at a time. 3.
I've got left.
7 first. And then we'll go from there.
Yep.
7 4s. So 1, 2. Ooh, that's bad.
5 die.
Oh,
2 more.
2. Both
save. So it evens it out a bit. If you roll 4, you've got it bang average. Yeah.
There we go.
So 5 die. I'm going to do Odin now into this unit just to get it out the way. So we've got Squigog Jaws hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits and then sustained. And then we're wounding on 2s.
-1.
Oh, -1, so it'll be 3s. That's devastating.
Okay.
So you've got 1 save at -1.
Yep. Takes a win. What's the damage?
That's 3 damage, I believe. Yeah.
3 damage each?
Yeah, 3 damage each.
Ooh, 6 damage each. That's 2 dead.
2 dead. They don't get feeling no pain around now.
No.
So while you're doing that, I might as well roll for Odin's axe. Hitting on 2s, and then that's sustained, goes back in.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And then we are wounding again on 2s. You've got...
3s.
Oh, sorry, 3s, yeah.
No,
so,
nice.
yeah, 5 more saves at -1.
So let's do the court at 5. What's the damage?
2.
2, so he's dead. And then how many is that? 4.
4. Just on your Archons, 2 up. He's alive. He's alive.
So do it.
He's alive.
Ah, he loses it.
2 damage off
2
him.
damage, okay.
Um,
Down to 3. No, he's down to 2, sorry.
Cool, then we'll go on to the next bit of combat. So on to the Incubi attacking Mozrog's unit.
Oh.
So let's do it.
Rerolling all hits and
Yes.
wounds. And we get a +1 wound, so that's cool. So, alright, let's do it. We're doing 15 Demi claims.
Yep.
Let's do it. 3s. Not bad.
Rerolling.
Lose 3, so I've got 12.
So wounds on 5s and 6s.
+1 to wound. 4s.
Sorry, 4s, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
4s.
right. Yeah.
Rerolling everything again.
Let's do it. Could be nasty.
Could be indeed.
No, I think that's spot on. I think you'll get the
3,
unit.
5, 9. At -3 this time, please.
6 and 8. It's still on the 5 up invuln. It's still on the 5 up invuln.
Man.
So,
Yeah, you have to do...
I think Mozrog has a 4-pin one, so I'll double check that after. So there's 1 and 2 wounds, so 5 up. He's 2 feel no pins, so he's on 1 wound. 5 up. So another 2 wounds. So he is dead. 2 5-ups. No, it's, oh yeah.
It's not
2 5-ups on the next one. So he takes 2 wounds, but then let's roll the feel no pins. So he takes 1 wound. So then another 5-up. I'm sure people enjoy watching this. I'll probably edit this out.
There we go.
So he saves that. Another 5-up. So he takes that. He's on. He's dead. And then Mozrog, I'll just double check what invuln he's got. So Mozrog then gets 3 saves, a 4-up. 2 go through, so that's 4 feel no pins. So 2, he takes 2, he's on 6 wounds remaining. So the Archon to fight, see if he can finish off Mozrog.
Hits on 2s.
Yep, see if he can do it.
And then it'll be 4s again, won't it?
What's his strength?
Oh no, strength 3.
So it'll be 5 and 6s as well.
5 and 6s.
Yeah.
And re-roll it.
Yep. Rolling them 3.
3 go through at -3.
3 4-ups. Oh no!
Couldn't have rolled. Couldn't have rolled. 2 damage to pop. He might survive.
Yeah, I just need 1 5 here. And I get 1 5. So the Cavalites could finish him off. But let us roll to see if them 2 fight back. No, none of them do. Lovely. That is some terrible rolling, and that's class. That's my Mozrog curse. That Cavalites. Let's see if they can be heroes. Hitting on 3s, wounded on 6s. No re-rolls here. So not bad. Not bad. 4 miss.
I just need those 6s.
Need those 6s.
Nah. Hang on. Oh no, it's too late.
So Mozrog does get to fight back, and I will be hitting those incubi as hard as I can. So Mozrog fighting these incubi back, starting with his gut ripper. Hitting on 2s. They all hit, no 6s there. And then wounding on, wounded on 2s. Strength 7, but the strength 8 because it's in the war.
Yeah.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saves at -1, sir. Because,
so 4 pluses. It's not bad.
Oh!
1 guy dies.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's good going. That's good going.
Oh, hang on, how many went through? 6?
Of course, it is damage free. It's Mozrog's gut ripper, but you save the last save anyway. So he's got his Squigosaw's jaws to fight as well. So 2 hits, and then these win on 2s as well. They're both devastating. So it'll just be 2 more dead.
Nice.
2 more bite the dust, sir. So end of Drukhari, turn 2. That was only turn 2.
So 10 points.
Assassination, you get 5 points. Secure no man's land, you get 5 points. And I get 3 points for defense stronghold. If you can shot that on mine for me, please, Rich.
1, 2, 3, and then I've got 1, and then...
So, yeah, good turn. I think not killing Mozrog and Odin were a shame for Rich, but I still think it's very level at the minute. So let's see how the Orks do in turn 3. So secondaries, I forgot to mention as well, I scored 2 points for Terraform on that objective. So I have an extra 2 you'll see on the screen on the score. So Sabotage, Overwhelming Force. I did draw Containment, but I didn't want to be doing action, so I drew another with a CP and drew Sabotage, which I won't be doing either. So that's just going to be an extra CP at the end of my turn. Overwhelming Force, kill units off objectives. I do want to be doing that. So basically, I've took these squigogs off here that have terraformed it, and they've ran over here to go and deal with these. Because these need to do something. They can't just sit on that all game. They need to go and put in the punishment. He's moved forwards. He's probably just going to fight with this venom that Rich is screaming with. These lads jumped out, got overwatched by the bomber, and 3 died. These are probably going to jump on here, try and kill some bikes, and deny Richard them primary points. Odin, I'm just going to keep in there. He's got 6 wounds. Rich doesn't get Lance now and all the special rules for jumping out, so I'm hoping he survives. He might not, but we'll see. This is just popped its butt into here so it can see the Scourge, so it can shoot them. It's probably going to charge this lad. So what I'm trying to do is just take all these primary off Rich and kill his assets. So he'll still have the bomber, but it was never going to die anyway because I just don't have much shooting. So let's get into that shooting. So we'll start off over here with the kill rig, shooting into the Scourge. So I'll start off with let's start off with the flamer. So D3 shots. I always get one with a flamer. 2s. So it does wound, -3, so just a 5 up invuln. One scourge bites the dust. Then we have the big lobber. Just one shot, hitting on 5s, misses. And then the snagger thing, misses. So I kill 1 with the kill rig, lovely. And it's just now we noticed that secure no man's land, this objective was contested because we've just been working out to see if I can take it off Mustache. So you did score the mini one for 2 points there. I'll make sure that's right in the score. So yeah, let's carry on. Let's carry on with the shooting. So the hunter rig shooting at the venom there, and then these lads are basically probably just shooting to this venom, and then I'll put the bomb squig into that venom as well. So start off with the hunter rig with its snagger thing. Yeah, yes, so 6s, misses, and then he's got his little. Oh, do you know what? I might actually shoot this thing into the scourge just for the crack. No. Oh, you mandrakes. No. Let's shoot him into some mandrakes.
Which ones? Them ones or them ones?
I'll shoot them into them ones because I can actually see them, so I can hit on 5s.
Okay.
Unless they are stealth.
They are stealth.
They are stealth, so it probably doesn't make a difference, but I'll still shoot into them anyway. So D6 shots, 2, and then +1 for blast. 6s, 1 hits, does wound.
Save there. I'm a clutch of the straws.
Yeah, we'll get a cover save there.
Yeah, 1 dead.
1 dead. And then let's keep recording. So we've got this unit. It's going to put a bomb squig into this venom hid behind here.
It doesn't need line of sight or anything.
Yeah. So this guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's not from that itself. So
that big dinosaur.
Yeah, them into the venom, and then I'll just put all these guns just into this venom here.
So -1 on both.
I tell you what, let's just put everything into this venom, make it easier.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll start for the bomb squig. So it goes off, and he does 2 mortal wounds, sir.
Goes down to 4.
Then I'll do 2 of the stickers, both miss. 2 of the little guns, both miss. Slugger, misses. Lovely. And of course I did the thumper gun, never forget that, and it did nothing. So I think that's everything shot. Let's do some charging. So everything's charged there. We've put some squigogs into these 2 units. We've put some boys into them bikes. We've put a big kill rig into this venom. Obviously these 2 are in. There's a lot of combats going on here. And we've got this into the Kronos and into these that are against the wall at the bottom. So depending how this combat goes, could change the tide of the game. So attacks from the kill rig will go into the 4 butcher boys, into the scourge, everything else into the Kronos. So do the 4 butcher boys first. Hitting on 3s, sustained hits, sir.
That's become pretty handy for you.
Yeah, do you know what it really has in this game? Wounded on 3s. That is 5 saves at -1.
Oh, on the scourge.
Yes.
5 pluses, I think they will die.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, they were with a 5, but they are dead. Those chickens are dead.
Bite the dust. We've got 4 savage hooves in horns into the Kronos. Hitting on 4s. So 3 hits, and these wound on 2s.
3 saves. What strength are they?
They're strength 8 with lance.
Oh, nice. Yeah. 3 saves.
3 saves -1.
4 pluses.
Nice. And then we've got some saws. These are written on 3s. Sustained. And then we are wounding on 3s. So 3 more saves, -1 again, sir.
Plus, just takes what's the damage?
2 damage.
2 damage, 5 plus fill appearance.
Yep.
Just takes 1. So
Nice.
down 6.
Like it.
He survives.
Then we'll go to, let's go at this one. We'll save this one till last. I think that's most interesting there. So let's go to this one and rinse and repeat onto your little boat. So butcher boys. 4 hits, sorry. Wounding on 5 and 6s. No wounds. We've got some savage hooves and horns. Hitting on 4s.
Sustained.
Oh, and we've got a sustained. That's nice. This is wounded on 2s.
Yeah, T6.
I've got 2 1s there though. 3 at -1.
It's 5 plus, I believe.
3 5s, yeah. That's 6 damage, sir.
Oh wow, it's dead.
That is a dead venom. Does he blow up?
Boom.
He doesn't. He just crumbles into the ground. Let's do these boys over here hitting them bikes. I think I'll do this one off camera because there's quite a lot of rolling here. So after that combat, them 3 bikes are pummeled into the ground. I was going to consolidate into the mandrakes, but I just think the mandrakes will actually do quite a lot of damage with the strength 5 weapons, so I'm just going to leave that, make sure I definitely get that objective. So over here, I'm also going to have a really good think about how I'm going to split attacks, but I think it's going to be, I'm probably going to put one into the, that's a hard one. I think I might actually put them all into the incubi just to be safe. I'll put one into the Cabalites, the rest into the incubi. So the attacks into the incubi, start off with some jaws, hitting on 4s. My screen seems a bit shaky.
Wow!
I tell you what,
3 sustains,
because my gimbal has died, so I'm going old school, baby. Wounding.
So like hips there, man.
Wounding on. What's your toughness of incubi?
Toughness 3.
Yeah, so 2s. Is it 2s? Yes, strength 6. So you've got 5, 6, 7 saves, sir.
Can I do this? How many have I got left? 2 incubi. When did the rest die? What's the damage on them each?
These damage 2.
So I might as well 2 at a time. AP?
AP 1.
4 pluses.
So 1 dead.
1 survives. 4 plus. Survives. 4 plus. He's dead. And then how many more did we
3 more.
3 more. Archon.
Archon, can he do it?
Probably not.
Oh, he's done 2 6s so far. So
There we
he
go.
is due
There we go.
1.
I can't even re-roll it. So what's the damage? 2.
That's 2 damage.
It's on to 2.
Then see if the stickers, the lads on top, can take the Archon out. Hitting on 3s. Sustained hit there. Just the 1. And then wounding on, this is strength 5, lance, so it'll be 2s again. So you've got 4 more saves and your Archon at -1.
And then it goes back to normal save, 4 plus, 5. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I tell you what. Oh, I tell you
How
what.
many was it? 5?
It was only 4, I think. But if it makes you feel any better, I still do have Skullcracker to go into
I think you should just leave the attacks because of that amazing roll.
I'll do the one into the Cabalites. If Orks ever leave their attacks, and then it's the day I do not collect Orks. Jaws, hitting on 4s. Oh.
Wow.
3
All in the
sustains.
Cabalites.
This is into the Cabalites, this.
Damn.
I'll do the boss last there. So this is on 2s. So you've got 6 saves at -1.
-1.
Yes.
5 pluses, I believe. They just couldn't do it.
You just get 8. Skullcracker. It's Squigosaur first. Hit on 3s. 1 hits. And then we are wounding on 2s. And that's devastating. Your Archon has just took 3 mortal wounds, sir.
No.
How many wounds is he on?
Just no.
Is that him dead?
No.
Skullcracker Squig has gobbled up an Archon. Them, I tell you what, them Squigs are absolutely stuffed now. Got big bellies. So pain tokens put on Lilith's unit and on the Archon. You're starting with the Archon, so then the Lilith's fight first will also get to strike as well before I get to strike. So hitting on, he's not nowhere near as good now. He's not leading the unit, but he still can punch. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah, I think he's hitting on. No, he's hitting on 2. Sorry, I just nearly threw up my picnic there.
Re-rolling 1.
Yeah, that went through.
Yeah.
That knocked out, you saw, audiences. Strength 3, so it's basically 6s.
Yeah.
Come on. 1 at -3.
-3. Is that just his normal AP?
It's AP2, but because I've empowered him, you get an extra pip of AP.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
AP3.
of course. So 5 up invuln. Yep, goes through.
2 damage.
2 5 up fill pins. So he takes a wound, down to 5 wounds remaining. So Lilith next. Only 8 attacks, you say?
Yeah, only. She does get magically in the unit. She gives his unit extra pip of strength, so that's good. So that'll put her on strength 4, but I don't think it matters.
It'd still be wound on 6s, yeah.
Is it? What's the
Toughness 8 of this guy.
There you go. So it doesn't matter.
Normal Squirrel Boys are 7, but their lead is a 8. So
Cool. Well, not cool, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
2s, 6s are exploding. Oh, there we go.
I'll tell you what,
Should we fish?
she might have powered up here. Go for it, man.
I'll keep that 1-5 because I don't want to be.
You don't want to be too greedy, do you?
Oh, he gets the extra 1 in.
Nice,
So
I like
nice
it.
8 more dice in.
6s to wound.
Come on, watch me get those 5s. I know what's going to happen. I
You
wanted to see it!
get 1 6 and loads of 5s.
And you know what I can hear? I can hear Joe, I can hear Chris Robbo, I can hear Cy Wardell, all of them laughing at Lilith's pain because they hate Lilith.
I hate Lilith, so I'm kind of glad that's happened.
Lilith's wonderful woman.
No. 2 witches left to attack. So let's see if they can get their pound of orky flesh. Rerolling.
Alright, 6s.
No, they're just not liking it. They're not liking it.
Run!
I'll do my hit back and then we'll do the Kronos off cam probably. So I'll quickly do my hit back. So the big chomper that Odin sat on is going to try and eat himself, an Archon. He's actually ate so many good units in my time of owning him, which hasn't been long. If you look at my old battle reports of him, he just demolishes them, which is not what I can say for this guy here. He's absolutely rubbish when I use him. So let's see if I can eat an Archon. Odin's big chopper is going into your witches. So I say all that, watch his chomper fluff now. Freeze. I only get 1 hit, so it might not kill the Archon here. 2s. It doesn't. Why did I say that?
That's the 5.
Why did I say that? So I've got over that a little bit. I've didn't flip the table in the end, but I've still got this big chopper going at a Lilith unit. It's big chopper. Sustained on that. And then we are wounding on strength 7s, 2s. 6s are devastating for us because it's head whoppers kill chopper. Don't get any 6s, but I get a few 2s. So you've got 6 saves, my friend.
So 2, we'll do the invo save.
Well, it's 4 have they all got 4 up in one?
Yeah, but then obviously Lilith might go through different, because is there any damage difference?
Just all damage 2. You can just roll. Go for it.
So them 2 witches survive again.
Last 2. So I killed 1 witch. So after saying that he is the best thing in the world, I killed 1 witch there. We'll do the attack factor on the Kronos and we'll do a quick end of the turn. So Lilith and the Witches have used Wraith-like Retreat, stratagem for 1 CP to jump back in one of them boats. So at least he can get lands next turn and things like that and doesn't have to do a battle shock or anything like that.
And the mandrakes are off the table.
Yes. So, yeah, I'll do a quick end of the turn round. So end of my turn, I score Overwhelming Force for 5 points. In Sabotage, I'm going to get rid of for a CP, put me on 2. In the Richard's turn. So slightly creeping head on points, but see how Richard does in his turn 3. So Tasha's turn 3. He drew Defend Stronghold and Recover Assets. He got rid of Defend Stronghold for a CP and got Airy Denial, which is potentially worse.
No, it is worse.
It is worse. Defend Stronghold, you just have to hold until my turn, which would be hard because I do have a unit of Speed Snaggers on there, but it could have been doable. Airy Denial, we've both talked it out, and I think it's very unlikely. But you know, strange things have happened. There is a chance. Recover Assets is doing action in your deployment zone, no man's land, your enemy deployment zone. If you get all 3 of them, 6 points. If you get only 2, 3 points. And that's at the end of your opponent's turn. So I could deny him them. So what have you done, Rich?
So move this raider back to there to recover assets.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't move the Kronos out, so we'll do that in a second.
Yeah, just move it out if you want. It's fine.
And then Archon's still in combat, probably going to die. Obviously, at the end of your turn, I did a Wraith-like Retreat, so the 1 witch and Lilith got back in the board.
Now we'll jump back out.
Back out of board so we can get lands.
Yeah.
So they're there, so they could possibly join that fight or go into here, depending on what happens. Kronos has moved in here. Venom's moved in there. And obviously the Mandrakes, 1 unit stayed there, possibly shooting. Another unit's gone back over there, recover assets as well.
Yeah.
So the plane has gone over this unit here.
It's dropping a bomb.
This big dinosaur first.
Yep.
And then anything, we're going to do the Void Mine, and anything within 6 inches possibly will take some mortal wounds. So we might be able to kill the monster.
You could do some damage here, and this is moved here, and this is recovering assets.
That's
here.
recovering assets as well.
So 3 units recovering assets, because primary's been such a struggle for you, you're really pushing that secondary. So if you can get this, it could keep you in the game potentially.
I'm clutching at straws here.
Yeah.
Straws.
This is going to be an uphill slog for you, but I'm sure everyone on the screen is shouting for you and cheering for your
I bet you are. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So let's do the shooting. Well, let's check out the range for this bomber. So D6 inches from Skullcracker. So you want something big, you get something big.
It's going to be that.
Potentially, yeah.
I might
We'll do it live.
I have to hit on 4s now.
Yeah. So where do you want to start?
Let's do that unit first.
Yes.
On a 4+.
So on a 4+, nice.
It takes
D6 damage.
1. Standard.
On a 6, it ignores it. Ignores it. That's that thick snake bite hide.
Let's do this unit.
So Skullcracker's unit. Nothing happens. So Mozrog, they're probably the important one that you do want to kill. It does do damage, and it does.
Let's find out.
2.
Oh
So
my
5 ups here. You get Mozrog. You get him. You get him. He is dead. Some pain tokens have been dealt out. We've got it on this Venom. We've got a pain token on the Bomber and these Mandrakes behind here. So we're starting with the Mandrakes into these Beast Snagger boys.
Hit on freeze.
Do you know what? I'm tempted to use a CP for -1 to wound. What's their strength for these?
This is strength 5.
Strength 5. Yeah, let's try and keep them alive. I'm using a CP. I'm using a CP. Yeah, let's do it.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure as I'll ever be.
Right. Reroll. Okay, that's pretty good.
Have these got some sustains or anything?
No, these are just devastating wounds.
All right, nice.
So it would be 4s, now 5s.
Yes. Strength. Yeah, that's
Strength
right.
5.
That's right.
5.
Yep.
6s.
So just the one.
Well, I only got 2 extra there. So
any AP there?
No, okay.
So 1 in cover, so a 4. No, 6 up. No, so it kills a Beast Snagger boy. So the Kronos' Spirit Siphon into them Beast Snagger boys. Let's do it.
Okay, Spirit Siphon. D6 first for 5. Auto hits because it's obviously Torrent. Strength 5, so it would be 4s, now 5s because of your thingy. Is it for the whole face?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 5s, it's not twin linked and it absolutely fluffs.
Absolutely fluffs it.
D6 plus plus for the other one, so 3 plus 1. So 4 hits on 3s this time. And then same again, 5 or 6s. Just the one at AP1, please.
AP1, so it'll just be 1 at 6 up. 6 up again. No, oh, nearly.
Any?
Same target, so 6 shots, hit on freeze.
6s explode.
Nice.
And obviously I can re-roll. Nice, and 1 goes in.
Yep.
And then this is anti-infantry.
Yeah, 3, so the -1 to wound won't come into play here. Oh.
Nice, so 5 go through at -1, please.
5, I don't get any cover from this guy, so it'll be 6s. And these are damage to a pop. So I'll roll these. If I get a 6, I'll just re-roll it. No. So 4 die. A little bit more shooting happened. The blast pistol from the Archon into Odin, nothing happened. And then the Witch into these, and you took 1 wound off.
Yeah.
This was all the feel no pains and that as well. So it's just the Bomber now. We're putting the 2 missiles into them 2, the boss and the Knob, and you're putting all the anti-infantry dark sides into these lads here. So which one are you starting with?
Let's do the dark sides first.
Let's do it.
12 attacks, re-roll. I'll re-roll that because I can't.
Yeah. A lot of misses there. Good job you re-rolling.
Like playing Dave again. There we go.
It's better.
And then it'll be 3s to wound. Drop, so that is
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 at -4.
-4, it'll just all go through. So it'll be 6, 7. These are damage 2, so I'll re-roll any 6s. I'll just re-roll again. So no 6s, so that is 7 dead. Splat. Missiles now into this unit over here with the Knob and the boss.
So D3.
Sounds like some sort of video that you'd make, that Rich. Hitting on freeze.
Yep, so 3s re-rolling.
Nice.
I need 3s to wound because it's strength 9. 2 go through at AP 2, sorry.
So 1 goes straight through.
So that's a D3.
Yep.
So that's a 3.
3, so you get 3 6s. No, he doesn't.
So that's that 1 guy dead.
And then
Pain
2,
token.
5 up in runs on the boss. 2d3.
Come on. It's 1, 2, 3.
3 6s. Nope, so he takes 3 wounds. I believe he's down to 3 now. Nasty. So charge phase, Lilith and the Fornimar side, the other witch, have jumped into that combat with Iron Boss Odin, who's fighting for his life over there. We've got some Mandrakes that are going to try and make a big 11-inch charge, try and be heroes. Let's do it. Yeah, look at you. Kronos, thinking about charging the Beast Boss?
I mean, you'll probably get absolutely wiped by the Beast Boss, but no harm, he's only got 3 wounds.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
he's doing it. He's going to be a brave hero.
He's just going to go for it. I'm tempted to do the Venom. I'm only going to need a 7, but then the possible is that I could join in the game next.
Yeah, so basically he's opening this screen that he's got here.
Yeah, which I don't particularly want to do. Yeah. But it just give that a little bit of a helping hand. It might not do
It's up to you, man.
But I don't think I will. I think I'll leave the screen.
I think I would as well, to be fair. So that's everything.
Yeah.
So let's do some combat. So pain tokens have been shot about, 1 on Lilith's unit and 1 on the Kronos. He got them both back. So good rolling on there. that pain token regeneration. So Lilith, let's do it. See if she can take down Iron Boss Odin.
Disembarked.
Yes.
Disembarked.
So this could be big. This could be big.
Don't jinx it. You always jinx it.
If I had the CP, I would do -1 to wound here. But obviously with the Archon there, it would cost 2 CP. So that's sad.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we'll do the witch first. She gets 3 attacks, so she's hitting on 3s first.
Yep.
Rerolling. She doesn't need to reroll. She's now strength 4 because she goes up with strength. Then she's got lance.
So 5 and 6s.
5 and 6s.
Let's do it.
Just the one.
Just the one.
AP3 now.
AP3, so 5 up invuln. Fills it.
1 damage.
5 up. No, he takes a wound, so he's down to 5. Oh, he's down to 4, is he?
4.
Nice.
And then I've got 8 dice here.
So Lilith, see if she can take off that last 4 wounds.
Stop jinxing it, man. 2s. And we have, are we going to fish?
That's the big question. Oh, he's been greedy there with that extra one. But they all hit.
Yeah,
2 more going. Nice.
And then 5s as well. 5 and 6s. Come on.
This is the one. This is the one.
Before, I can see him.
That's 4.
4 -4.
So 4, 5 up invuns. I make 2.
He survives.
1 damage a pop. 5s. Yep, takes 2 wounds. He's down to 2 wounds remaining, but he has survived, so he can strike back. Hero Kronos into the back of that beast boss. Cowardly move into the back of an enemy, but
Nice.
Wounded on 4s.
4s.
Strength 5, toughness 5. 3, that's all you need.
All at -1.
-1. So it'd be the 5 up invuln. Oh no! So I need to roll a 6 here. Can I do it?
Oh my god.
Can I do it? Well, I'll tell you what.
3 6.
Let's re-roll one of them with a CP. No, so now I do need to roll a 6. This is scary. And he doesn't. The Kronos kills a beast boss. Tell you what.
Slagging a Kronos off.
No, do you know what? Do you know what? He's done fantastic. He's done fantastic. And the poor beast boss.
And then what did I do?
So the beast boss, Iron Boss Odin, does get another chance of redeeming himself. So the squig is again going to try and eat the Archon. And the and Odin's going to try and chop Lilith's head off. So Odin, try to chop her head off. Let's do it. Hitting on 2s. They all hit.
Nice.
Wounding on 2s. You've got 4 saves. One of them's devastating. So you've got 3 saves.
So 3 saves. So that's
4
2 on.
invuln.
Yeah, 2 on.
Yeah.
4 plus invuln.
Doing it again. Oh, so the witch is dead.
Witch is dead.
The wicked witch is dead.
So that's them 2.
You got 1 more save.
Lilith. 4
Yep.
plus.
She takes 4 damage.
Oh, guess what?
Go on.
She blows up.
I thought you were going to say she has 5 wounds there. I was going to start crying. So Lilith's dead and the witch is dead. And let's see if the
Ding dong.
the chomper can eat the Archon. Hit on 3s. So 2 hits. That's all we need. Wounded on 2s. And it gets devastating wound through. The chomper redeems himself. And as I said earlier, this guy is a beast. End of Signor Tasha's turn 3. Ares now he's getting rid of for a CP. Recover assets is still in play. So with Odin hitting them back and killing Lilith and the Archon, that I think this is game. But we're going to see. If we were at a tournament now, we would carry on, just try and rack up the points for both of us. So I'll carry on playing, see how many points I can get. So Orks turn 4. Bring it down, establish locus. So bring it down, kill vehicles, get points for it. So killing your raiders or venoms, I get 2 points for each one. Establish locus, do an action in 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield or in the deployment zone. I potentially could get that, but I'm wanting to kill stuff instead. I'm not just wanting to kill stuff because it's fun, but if we were in a tournament setting,
Sick, man.
yeah, if we were actually in a tournament setting, I want to be getting the points, not just killing stuff. But realistically, I think the killing stuff would be a better play than trying to get the points. So instead of this going into the deployment zone, I'm going to try and kill the Kronos.
You can rack up a few, bring it down.
Yeah, I can rack up some bring it downs. What is a Kronos? Are I bring it down towards that?
Actually, it's only got 7 wounds, so...
Oh, but is he a monster or vehicle?
Yeah, he's a monster or vehicle. Yes,
so that totally makes it up. Basically, I'd be trying to kill that, because established law, because I could literally get like 4 bring it downs here. You are overwatching with your bomber into Odin. into the back of him. Very cowardly, but they are Drukhari, so...
They like to go in the back of him.
Yeah. And they like to be cowardly. So that'll be shooting into them. These just move forward, so they're going to try and kill that, bring it down. Try and get bring it down. Try and get bring it down. And yeah, see what we can get. So, because it doesn't have a cap on bring it down, I believe. So...
Isn't it to a maximum of 8? Or it used to be, didn't it?
I have no idea. I can't remember. I can't remember yesterday, mate, so...
That's fine,
let's do some shit. Tell you what, let's do the Overwatch then. We'll do the show. So,
okay.
Overwatching.
This is the dark sides. Here we go. We've got
2. That's all you need. That's all you need.
And then toughness 8, isn't it?
Toughness 8, yeah.
So 4s.
4s, yeah. Let's do it.
Well, there's the 1 at
There's
minus
the 1.
4.
So 5 up in Vun. He saves it. Missiles.
Right, I'll do the D6 one, I think.
Okay.
I think when next one it moves to D6 on the D3. The D3's 3 damage.
Do you want me to get back to you?
Yeah.
D3, because it's a 3 damage weapon. You get 1 shot. Hit on 6s. You're doing it.
They're all that.
You're doing it. So I'm going to do some shooting. I'm guessing this is going to be absolute fantastic shooting. And then get back here in the charge phase. Bit of shooting. I'm just going to put its Whir Tower and its Snagger cannon thing into the Kronos. I'll shoot the big boomer blaster thing over here into these lads. So I'll start with the, what's it called? The heavy lobber into the mandrakes. D6 shots. 6. And there's 5 of them in there, so it's 7. So 5, 6, 7. These are hitting on 6s though. 2 hits. They're wounding on, what's your toughness? 4, is it?
3.
3, so 2s. 2 saves, no minus, and you get cover, so...
4s, I believe.
So 1 goes through and kills 1.
Yeah, I'm sure it's 1 dead.
I'll
keep doing it.
Yeah, I'll do the Snagger thing on a 5. It does hit. Wounding on a 3, I believe. Yeah, I'll just double check this devastating wounds. 2 seconds. So for anyone screaming at the screen, they're just 5 up saves. So even with cover, yeah?
Yeah, because they normally have a 7 plus.
Oh, right, yeah.
So cover would be 6. It's 5.
2 of them die, and also, obviously, that doesn't matter if that's strength 12 or not. It's anti-monster 2. So you got a save at -2, sir.
Oh, so 5.
That's 3 damage.
So you're down at 3 wounds.
Do you have no feel no pains?
My God, it's come back, Richard. Oh,
just 1. Then we've got the Whir Tower, D3 shots. 2. This is wounding on 3s. Just 1, -3.
Takes it
Goes
down.
through, D6. 4 damage.
Try and kill it, but I'm knocking down. And it takes
2 wounds of it. See if I hurt myself. I have been doing this, but it's off camera. He's alright.
Down 3 wounds.
Let's do some more shooting. So this is going into the Venom. So it's and then its big blaster thing is going into these 3 lads. So into the Venom, the Snagger, hitting on 6s. No. And then the big, what the hell is it? I can always forget his name. 4 shots, hitting on 6s. Just 1. 2s, no. So that's that shot. It's called a heavy lobber.
Doesn't he do the hazards again?
No, it's only on the Whir Tower.
Okay.
Then we've got some more shooting I'll do off camera. And then we'll do the charging. So lots of shooting happened. I actually took a few wounds off that with these stickers.
3 wounds, yeah.
3 wounds off it, yeah. One with a sticker and then one that's slugger, funnily enough. So yeah, just some charging. It'll just be them into that into that, him into that, and this into that. So they're all pretty much in. I don't really need the extra movement on any of them, so I'm just going to move them all in, and we'll do the combat. Lots of combats happened here. We just did them off camera because there's that many different profiles when you're fighting with the Squigogs, the Squigog boss. This has a load of different profiles free on its own, so took that down to 3 wounds remaining. I killed a raider, it blew up and took 2 wounds off my knob. Killed the Kronos, that blew up, took a wound off this, and took a wound off Iron Boss Odin, put him into 1 wound remaining. And then I attacked the raider and got that down to 3 wounds remaining. So I got 4 points for killing 2 units to bring it down. And I think that's everything. So quick do end of the turn roundup. So I get 4 points to bring it down. I'm going to get rid of Established Locus for put me up on the CP. And then Richard scores Recover Assets for 3 points. Killed one of his Recover Assets units. So 3 points. End of my turn. Going into Drukhari, turn 4. Let's see what he can do.
Do it.
Drukhari, turn 4. Containment, so do actions battlefield edges, not your deployment zone. Sabotage, do actions in a terrain piece. If it's in no man's land, 3 points. If it's in my deployment zone, you get 6 points. So you're going for the big 6 points. So you could potentially get 9 altogether here. When do they complete? This one's at the end of my turn, so I can stop him from getting this. I don't think I'll be able to. And this one's at the end of your turn, so you'll get 3 points straight away. So these doing the battlefield edge. Yeah, they're doing it at this battlefield edge. Well, it doesn't even matter. They could be doing it at this one, but they're doing it anyway. They're doing the action in my terrain piece for 6 points potentially. Then the bomber's moved over here. He's going to take some shots over there, try and kill stuff, potentially over there as well. And then the raider staying in combat is going to try and Darklands Odin in the face.
Bring it down.
He stayed there and he's just came to do a bit of move blocking as well. So let's do some shooting. First bit of shooting, a Darklands in the face into Odin. You put a pain token on him and you put a pain token on this bomber as well.
So it's now -1 to hit, isn't it? So it's 4s.
Yes. He misses. Rerolling. He hits.
3s.
3s, yep. He wounds.
-3.
Got a 5 up invuln. Live or die. He fails. I'm going to CP it. He passes.
Don't believe it.
It's now shooting. It's missiles into these 3, which I am going to use -1 to wound on these while I CP. And you're shooting your big guns into these lads. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go, mate.
Right, we do the big guns into them. Roll in now. Let's do it. Don't know why I said that, really weird. Like I was on some sort of...
You're just a weird bloke, aren't you?
Tabletop Titans or whatever it is. When they all go, "Come on!"
Rich, don't slag over channels off. On my channel, I'm not a type of channel.
I watch that channel. I'm subscribed.
Wounding on 3s, right?
Yes, wound on 3s. Oh, this is like when I played Dave Hansel all over again.
So 4 saves.
-4.
-4, so that'll get it covered, but it will still go straight through. So this is a weird one. So yeah, so 2 damage a pop. So I'll be doing, there's 1-on-1 wound. So the first one, 5 up, feel no pain. So 1's dead. We have 2 more. So 3 went through altogether. Sorry, did you say?
4 went through.
Yeah, sorry, 4 went through.
Yeah.
Yep, so I've got 3 left. So the next one I can do 2 together. So he's down to 1 wound. And then the last one, yeah, so you kill 2. Then we'll do the missile. We've got some missiles shooting over here. That Squigog is actually there. He's just drying because Richard decided to break him.
Oh, yeah.
So, missiles, let's do it.
For 1.
1 shot.
Here we go.
It's...
Wounds.
Wounds.
-3.
What's
no,
the
-2.
Oh, yeah. So it would be 4s. -2. They're not in cover, so just go straight through.
It's 3 damage.
3 damage, yeah. So unless I roll 3 6s. No. So that's a boy dead. Iron Boss Odin was battle shocked. So I couldn't re-roll the CP for the save off the Darklands. So Iron Boss Odin has fell. So yeah, I think that's end of Richard's turn. There's no charging. That's all the shooting.
Ongoing fight here.
Yes, these are in combat with each other. Yeah. So I get to attack you first. Let's do it. So let's start with some big hooves. 4s. Just 1, but it's sustained. And then wounding on, this will be 3s now because it's not getting lance. So nothing. Then we have some butcher boys. 3s. 3 hits. Wounds on 5s and 6s. To be honest, I think that might be anti-field. Don't matter anyway. So just 1 save, -1.
5. Saved.
Nice. And then we've got some saws. Yeah, get a few sustain there. And then we are wounding you on 3s. So you've got 4 saves at -1.
4, 5.
That is a dead venom.
It is. Does it blow?
Implodes. See you later. So containment, Rich gets for 3 points. And sabotage is still in play. So 3 points going into Orks' 5th and final turn. So yeah, my turn, I got engage on all fronts, secure no man's land. Engage on all fronts to get the quarters, 4 points for all 4, 2 points for free. Secure no man's land, tech 2 objectives in no man's land for 5 points, 1 for 2. Basically what I've done is I've just flew through my turn because there wasn't much to do. I've got 2 objectives to secure no man's land. That jumped on Richie's objective and is attacked his Kronos and shot it, and it's down to 3 wounds remaining. And that is it. Oh, and these passed leadership with the CP, and these just passed by rolling it. They've jumped behind there, so they're a bit more safe. And yeah, that's it. So basically, I score 2 points for engaging all fronts, 5 points for secure no man's land, so that's 7, and then Rich scores 6 points for the sabotage, going into Drukhari's 5th and final turn. So Drukhari turn 5, engaging all fronts, and storm hostile objective. So get the corners, 2 points for 3 quarters, 4 points for 4 quarters. Then storm hostile objective, basically take an object off me, you get 4 points for it. So basically, Rich flew over here with his bomber. That's getting this quarter. You've went up at the end of my turn and came down with these mandrakes, getting this quarter and grabbing this objective for 4 points. Obviously, I still score my 2 terraform, and you're also terraforming this as well, so that you'll score the 2 terraform for that. Then these lads came back down and they're going to try and, well, they did try and charge these and failed the charge twice with a reroll.
I had a pain doing it, yeah.
So they don't get, they get that quarter, but they just don't get that objective. Over here, the raider moved around to get some shots in. I overwatched with the kill rig and killed the raider with his big whir tower. So basically, at the end of that, you get engaged for 2 points, and you get you don't get storm hostile objective, and then you score 4 points on this, and the terraform, so 6 points technically on that. Sits at the end of the battle. So finishing that game off, it is 82 to the Orks, 52 to the Drukhari. We'll talk to you in the outro. We're there, mate.
Fun as.
We're there, yeah. Do you know what? I really enjoy doing tournament-style games because it really pushes you to your limits, what you know about the game, getting them little, as you probably saw through the them little micro moves that win your games, basically.
Yeah, basically, that's what it comes down to at the end, isn't it? Or just completely obliterating your opponent.
Yes, which realistically, this list is it's built around that. It's like I say, it's a bully list, so it takes that mid board, which we found this game, especially against an army that can't really fight back over the mid board.
And over mounted cavalry units.
Yeah.
A lot of my guns are anti-infantry.
Yeah.
And it's just going off their little nugget heads, really.
Yeah. It's very anti-Drukhari, this army. So I think that was a tough one for you, and I think you're still scoring 52 points, and I have so little left on the table. I think that is sort of a testament to you are a really good player.
Thanks, man.
Which I think, other people might not agree. But don't take my word for it.
Lost 3 in a row.
Don't take my word for it. But I really do think you are. I think if it was the other way around, I think I'd have done a lot worse against the Orks. My record with Drukhari is not fantastic, but yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
Orks, like I said from you at the start, Orks have always, I love Orks. I love playing Orks. They're great. But out of how many times I've played with Drukhari, I've only ever won once. And that was only probably about a month ago at Whitby.
And it was by like 1 point or something?
No, it was a few more.
Was it? Yeah.
It was alright, that one. But other than that, I always lose against them because they're just so difficult to get through. I think I'm just obsessed about looking at how fun they are and how stupid they are in that. But that's my excuse.
Yeah, and do you know what? They are a fun army. I'd really enjoyed playing the Warhorde, getting all them sustained hits. Weirdly enough, I still prefer the Big Hunt. That's based around my army for beast snaggers. It gives me a bit more maneuverability because I have things like at the end of your turn, I could pick them up like the mandrakes for a CP.
Which the mandrakes were just literally
just scoring points for you.
Completely up there. So you need to paint your mandrakes up.
I know. I was meant to paint them up last month, March. I ended up, I'm just obsessed over these World Eaters at the minute.
That's fair, man. World Easter.
Yeah, exactly. So you might have some World Eaters eventually on the channel because I'm just chugging through them at the minute. I've ignored everything else and I'm just smashing them. So if you do want to see them, check out the Discord. I'll probably do some work in progress pictures and things like that on there. Is there any part of the game what you feel like you did wrong or you'd have where it turned or?
You know what? I think it all came down that turn too.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think playing KG did actually work for a sense. I just think it was just trying to chew through, Dinosaur Boy here, Odin, I'm going to call him Odin, Ugly Face, there we go, and obviously Mozrog. as well.
Yeah.
They're always difficult characters to get through, and leaving them like 1 wound, 5 wounds. I think that was that little turn, or like Lilith failing quite a lot.
I agree. Yeah.
Or you saving.
That save. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that just kind of turned it, because I think if you didn't have those lead characters, then you couldn't have played certain, strats and whatnot, and you wouldn't have got certain abilities. That could have just maybe pushed me out a little bit more here, and I think I would have. Yeah, I think I would have been a little bit safer, but I think that was the moment.
Too. Yeah. I think exactly as you say. I think I expected everything to die there, like Mozrog's unit and Odin's unit. With Odin making all them saves, that was really jammy from me. But I think the fight on death as well for 3 TP was worth its weight in gold, because I potentially wiped out most of your units that were attacking me.
Yeah, easy. The Archon went.
Yeah,
my favourite unit.
Which, if I didn't have, if I was using the big hunt, I wouldn't be able to use that. I think that might have won me the game, the fight on death.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if I didn't do that, I think you would have chewed eventually through all my squigogs.
Yeah, because it would have been like going back into transport, Wraith like retreat, restarting.
Exactly.
They would have thinned out eventually, but it would have been that push through and pushing you back, because I think you would have thinned that bit area, and it would have just been. Yeah.
I think that won me the game. I think the fighting on death there.
It was fun. That's part of it, and that was me committing to going. I set everything up, I think, the right way. I think I did it right. I mean, you guys can tell me different, but I think I had everything poised at the right positions to do the right thing. It just didn't go off.
I mean, looking at it back, it might have been worth knowing that I had that, chipping that unit down a bit more.
Yeah.
Through shooting it, yeah. So if obviously there was maybe 2 less squigog boys, that would have been a massitive difference in my fight back.
Well, I did try and shoot you in the before the
you did,
I only took 2 out.
Which I was thinking, here we go, he's going to start shooting. As soon as I'd extended my hand with all them squigogs, I knew that I'd about to fight on death. Yeah. So as soon as you started shooting me, I thought, do you know what, this could be a problem. And with only 2 dying, I thought I still will use that strat. I think if 2 more died, I don't think I would have wasted 3 TP on it.
Yeah. A lot. But then it's also the fact that your boys came out here, and I had to deal with them, because if not, they were going to come around and the player had to take them out.
Yeah,
so, and that's me, or not. We was being confident with the court and the witches, thinking they could have dealt with them units rather than committing the play into them as well. So
yeah.
But hey, there's one.
Yeah, it was a good game, mate.
It could have went that way, but
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. It's a shame I wasn't at a tournament, because I'd be getting points for that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would be, and I'd be at the bottom.
Yeah, but we are at a tournament together at the end of May again, like we said at ProTech.
Yeah.
So we might end up doing a matchup.
So I'm doing ProTech on Saturday with a few of the guys as well. Basically, I'm doing ProTech every month. My mission is to get in the top 5 Drukhari ITC this season. I wasn't going to do it, and then it turned out winning a few. So I'm going to try.
You've been doing really well.
Why not? Let's try it. See if I can do it, and then next season retire.
Well, that's it. There's a big discussion about some people don't like tournament play, and they think it sort of ruins the game, because it's the tournament players that potentially change the game. With Games Workshop adding rules, taking away rules, it's because of the tournament scene. But I think
you'll find with the people who change their armies, obviously, to go with the meta. Basically. I think that's the majority where it comes out. And I can understand that. But if you commit to one army, like I said, I'm doing, commit to Drukhari for years to come now, just trying to get good at it, because I like playing with that army. I think they're great, and I want to stay with them. So. Yeah,
and I think the thing is, playing tournaments can be really fun. If you go to them in, especially ones that are a bit more laid back, if you go to a GT, it might be a little bit harder and a little bit more cutthroat. But if you get yourself to local RTTs, tournaments can be really fun if you just want to have some games.
Every single ProTech event I've done has been hilarious, and it's been great fun. And every person I meet there, or I know before, I've played with, and you've made friends, and it's great because now we do games outside of the tournaments on a Thursday night there. So cool.
So that's it. It's good for meeting people as well if you don't have a massive group of hobbyists in that you play with. So I think it's worth doing the tournament scene. Absolutely. Even if you're more of a thematic person, just try it out, and you might find that it's actually really fun. I like doing this one on the channel. It won't be all the time, because a part of my hobby is setting up a nice table. I like that just as much as
like a cake design or something there. That's all I got in my head. Like, I like a nice table. I like a nice table spread at a wedding.
Yeah, I do like a nice table spread at a wedding. A bit of I love cake. I love when you get the mini Scotch eggs and the sausage rolls and the pizzas. Even if they're frozen, I still love them. Nice frozen pepperoni pizza. I always go for.
I'm getting excited.
Yeah, I'm getting excited. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day, so. But yeah, so this won't be all the time. But people who do like tournament scene, I will be shotting this in there now and then. So yeah, it's stuff for the future to look forward to. Before we go, again, thanks to the members. You're all absolute legends, and you keep this channel going. So I really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to check out Rogue Miniatures. 10% discount on a commission. You can't grumble at that, can you?
Can't fault that.
You can't fault that. So check out Rogue Miniatures. And is there anything else I forgot to mention? Let's check my whiteboard where I put everything. The Discord, of course. I've got that on my whiteboard. I always remember the members because you're my main people. But the Discord, everyone get on the Discord because we can just chat. Have some shows your armies. If there's any, I've also got a little section where if you've got any recommendations what to do on the channel, so you can comment on that and say, oh, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? And that really helps as well for me to do content. And I think that's everything. I mean, you can always check out Gamemat.eu. They're absolute legends. This mat isn't there, sadly, but I've got a 10% discount code for that, so I'll leave that in the description as well for Gamemat.eu, 10% off their mats. I think that's enough waffling from us.
I think that's enough waffling. I think it's been fun. Cheers for having us.
Yeah, it's all right.
This moustache, we'll be back.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So thanks as always. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.